Cybernation Uncensored.
Loud and clear, Captain.
I would help actually if the stream could hear me if I would unmute this. Welcome everyone to Cybernation Uncensored. My name's OckRaven, and today we're starting session 1 of Running the Night, a homebrew campaign involving Cyberpunk Red. Thank you everyone for joining us today, and for those who listen to this in the future, I hope you enjoy. Oop, let me turn that down just a touch because I can hear myself. Wonderful. We're going to start things off today with Nick. Please introduce yourself, say hi to everyone out there, and we will pass the torch around and get our introductions out of the way today.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm playing Jackson Jenkins, the lawman of the group. I'm looking forward to introducing our audience to everything, or to our characters more directly than we did in Session 0, or showing off a little bit of our role play. Thanks for being here today.
Wonderful. Next up, Ashlyn, by all means, the floor is yours.
I'm Ashlyn. I'm $DM, mostly on Instagram. I am going to be playing Lucia Veritas, the group's media, and the collector of information and secrets.
Can't wait. It's going to be very exciting. Jalen, by all means, please.
Hello, my name's Jalen. I'm very happy to be here. I'm playing Nan, the group's techie, who just can't wait to start tinkering and making stuff that will benefit us and, you know, get us rich or die trying.
I can't wait. Second to last, how about you, Mr. Ty?
Hey, how's it going, beautiful people? I'm Ty of Stormbreaker Games. I run games professionally and produce lots of tabletop resources. I'll be playing Johnny Fox today, a London-born rocker boy, and I just can't wait to get into it with all of you.
Sounds great. And last, and certainly not least, Mr. Dueling Maniacs.
Hello, hello. As you all know, I am Mr. Dual Maniac, or as I'm known on YouTube, the Dual Maniacs, or the Almost Everyday Show. You can find me on Twitch at Catapult Crash Tester. I'm looking forward to playing with you guys. This is going to be exciting. It's been a whole month. I have been jazzed.
Oh, yes. I absolutely cannot wait myself. Real quick, we have to get through a couple important things before we get everything going. First off, a special shout out and thank you to Artel Sorian for, of course, making the game that we're going to be playing today. It will be involving homebrew rules. If you have any questions, please just go ahead and ask in chat, or maybe later, if you're watching it somewhere else, go ahead and bring over a comment like the YouTube section or something like that. We'll do our best to answer it for you. Lastly, I'd like to give a special shout out to Colin A. Steele for his outline submission of this campaign that we'll be going through. It is a loose framework, but I at least want to make sure that as long as we stay within these guidelines, I give you a special thank you, and I hope you enjoy what I do with your story. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's take a moment to step into the dark future. A horrible time after the Fourth Corporate War. Changed environment. It brings the collapse of the internet. Pretty much supply chains came to an absolute complete halt. Anything that wasn't pretty much in the cities became almost an irradiated wasteland or destroyed by the contaminated red rainfalls. Particulates left over from the Fourth Corporate War, whether it be radiation that came from nuclear fallout, or particulates that came from asteroids from the High Riders gaining their independence in a mere 6 hours. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd of the year 2048, and our edgerunners find themselves in the day market in Little Italy. Here, various vendors for selling legal goods, handmade items, and just basic resources you might not find anywhere else in the city. Spices, fruit, vegetables, massages. There's joy toys around. There's even handmade clothing, basic tools, or even light equipment you might be able to find. In the market themselves, a group of musicians are playing the music lightly. Drums, synthesizers, some trumpets, just trying to keep the crowd, I guess, a little bit happier, give you a little bit of that background noise to try to blot out the gunfire you hear at the Teutons down the street, or the commotion as traffic is being diverted around Little Italy towards the Colosseum, where Ultimate Sparkles is playing her environmentalist concert and radicalizing people against the corporate overlords. You know, your typical Wednesday in Night City. If our players will take a moment to roll a d10, we'll start. The lowest number is what I will start with. And hello, chat, and welcome.
Ooh, first roll of the day.
DF, Ashlyn, you may want to. Oh, there we go. 3.
That was
8.
me just messing around with it earlier because I'm a roll 20 noob.
Yes, and I'm going to do my best to help you at every step of the way, I assure you. 5, 2. Well,
Solid middling roll for me.
Johnny, you're up. What are you doing in the night market at this moment?
Where did you say the performance is going on?
Whereabouts is you? About half a block down on the side of the road. There's kind of a little bit of an area cleared. They have a makeshift stage with a couple boxes and larger milk crates that they're using to kind of elevate themselves, but they're using personal equipment, pocket speakers, pocket amps, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Can I have somehow, maybe with the help of our tech, tuned into that and be relaying it through my personal speaker as well, making sure that everybody in the market is being able to hear that, just pushing the good message forward.
Oh, absolutely. Some people are even hanging around with you, and you're getting to be able to. You've definitely have brought more people to the area, and even lightly shared a couple of drinks, mild day-to-day chit chat, standard water cooler stuff. How you doing? Oh, I appreciate it. That's great. But you've helped actually draw people to the crowd. The vendor in front of Slice of Life, Big Fat Tony, the 2.5 couches worth of a human being, has definitely taken note of you, and you can, well, with the human perception check.
Sure, let's do it. I would love to have kept that going, but I'm not used to the sheet. We're on
Absolutely. It takes just a moment. 14, fantastic. You could definitely tell there's though he tries to not show any emotions, you can see he has definitely taken a note and a nod at you, and there's that ever so slight grin at your interaction with the community. Gives you that very slight but respectable nod of approval.
And what is he selling?
He's actually selling pizzas and dogs. He's in a very greasy, old, horribly colored, it's mismatched green and yellow kind of pants and a stained, what was once probably white but gray shirt. It's a little tiny apron over it. It says "Put my meat in your mouth" on his chest. But he's doing sausages and pizza.
What a guy. Doesn't sound like my sort of thing, but I give him a little salute, and I walk away, pull out a little box from my upper pocket as I do, and just take a little bump of synth on my way.
Make note. It's almost 1 o'clock, about 10 minutes till, so.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Early morning still, but you got to get it going.
Oh yeah, gotta get it going. Cool, that's what you're currently doing. Hold on just a second. What is dear Lucia doing?
Lucia actually is following our rocker boy, and every time he's interacting with the public, just very subtly recording it, to use in, just some campaign materials. He's a man of the people.
He very much is. Do you have photo and film as a skill?
I do.
Could you please give me a roll?
It worked. Yay.
Yes, it did. Ooh, you rolled a 1, but that's still okay. It wasn't a hard difficulty. Double check
Did
to
I?
make
I
sure.
don't know how to read that.
Okay, so just to let you know, red, when you see a red in the box, then the minus number,
Oh,
it means you rolled a 1. If you hover over the number, you will actually see the breakdown of how that worked out. But it will automatically make your next roll, which it'll do automatically for you, minus that number because you fumbled. You rolled a 1.
oh.
So what you actually rolled is a 7, even though you really, if you at least would have rolled a 2, would have at least gotten a 14.
Yeah.
Okay. However, the DV was not hard.
I'm not getting great footage today. He keeps getting out of my freaking shot, and someone keeps bumping into me because I don't have a big camera. I'm just recording through my my ocular implant directly into my agent. Like, I just can't seem to like get through the freaking crowd.
Lighting's terrible too, by the way. But you've managed at least through the footage, you'll at least be able to get some stills and shots to use. But recording footage wise, no, it's garbage.
Kind of just curse under my breath. Just
hmm Now,
idiots.
per Cyberpunk Red, and to let people listening know, I'm sorry to break away from the story, when you roll a 1 or when you make a skill check, if you do bad, and let's say you're like, oh, come on, I know I can do better than that. Well, unless there's something modifying your roll, you use a luck point, you use points from chat, you cannot roll again, technically by the book rules, unless you have a bonus to your next or following rolls.
Mhm.
So, just in case people needed to know. Yeah, if we hang around.
For the audience, this is my first ever session of Cyberpunk Red, so I'm going to be muddling my way through these.
Thank you, chat, for the +2. Bronx, good to see you. Let you guys know. Awesome.
But yeah, she's just going to, recognizing she's not going to get anything particularly usable, is instead going to move up next to him, not needing to get into shot anymore.
That's fair. Big Fat Tony, who is running the slide stand, is about 15, 20 meters from the actual doorway leading in, as that's where he normally works is associated. He's got a pop-up stand out there still helping make money today, quote unquote. But he also takes note of what you're doing and, well, human perception check if you have it, and if not, go ahead, roll anyways.
What is the thing?
It's under the social tab.
It's under social.
Correct.
Yeah, you're perceiving humans.
I will perceive a human.
Perception. Ah,
Yep, that's a human.
Okay.
Human perceived.
That's a little better.
Okay, you could definitely tell he's actually intrigued with you following around Johnny. It's really hard to tell, but you have a good knack for looking at people, viewing people. You're a media, after all. You care. You have that natural knack for trying to get to the bottom of the story. He's legitimately puzzled by you two. But as he notices you staring at him for a moment, he kind of quickly kind of shuffles around and puts together a dog real quick and kind of offers you something to eat.
yeah, I'll take the dog.
Okay. Doesn't even try to get money or anything for you. You can.
Mhm.
It's very hard to tell, but with that kind of role, you can clearly see he's embarrassed.
Oh, and definitely uses that. Stares a little bit longer. Isn't actually actively recording, but you never know with her.
Mm-hmm.
And just looks a little too long, so that it kind of gives that hint of how much is she paying attention.
Correct.
But she's entirely not recording. She's just fucking with him.
Jalen, what is Non doing?
I just want to make sure we didn't skip Vertex here. Are we going in reverse?
Oh, damn. I did actually completely. Vertex, by all means, I am terribly, terribly sorry. The twos right next to each other completely blended in.
Oh, good.
What's Lady Vertex doing?
Vertex is just gonna be kind of strolling down the street. They're like, they got kind of the swagger of somebody who has a cool of 8, despite their cool only being 7.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, walking down. You know, you can tell they're listening to the Bee Gees in their head, like they got that. You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time for talk. Right.
That's awesome.
And then as they kind of pass by random people in the street, they just kind of go, right, and they're like, and like. you can tell that they're just living in an entirely different world than what's surrounding them.
Yeah,
They
such a
are way
question.
too bright, way too optimistic, and they just kind of like stop in front of in front of like an advertisement that just has like this, like an enlisted Max Tac. You know, it's kind of like a recruitment poster for Max Tac. It's kind of like, and then they pull out their agent and they're just like a total tourist. They're just taking pictures of like, and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it, but there's something churning back here. There's something rotating in the mind.
Go ahead and give me a wardrobe of style. I want to know how.
Wardrobe and style. All right.
I know how you think you're doing, but let's see how you actually look in the world going on at the moment.
Oh, if this isn't bad, it's going to be hilarious. Okay, 13, not bad.
All right.
And I don't actually have any points in wardrobe and style, so that was just all natural charisma, baby.
Very nice. Okay. You're looking pretty good. You're getting some looks from people, you know, definitely
Yeah.
curiosity. You are definitely the last one coming up the theme. You, as for day markets, left and right, you see, you know, like as I said earlier, fruit stands, veg stands, some light equipment, clothing stands. Some of the clothing doesn't look that bad for handmade clothing, to be brutally honest. A lot of it's bagware, but there is some actual chic. There's a stand selling hollow clothes, just as a fun note.
Hollow clothes, what are those?
So it's almost like
holographic clothing.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Vertex kind of like ponders the hollow clothes for a minute, and then they just kind of get distracted by the fruit, and they spend the next like 10 minutes switching all of the oranges and the lemons. So now the oranges are where the lemons are, and the lemons are where the oranges should be.
Give me a sleight of hand roll. Conceal. Sorry. Conceal. It's conceal reveal. Pickpocket will work.
Okay.
I was thrown then. I was like,
yeah, conceal reveal.
What game are we playing?
Big number. All right, gonna roll that penalty. Only I can get a -3. What's so obvious about it? I'm just juggling oranges as we're going.
You grab the first orange and cause a cascading effect of all the oranges to fall down the stand, and immediately start clicking. And the vendor looks at you completely horrified. What are you doing? Get out of here, you crazy broad! Grab one of the oranges and try to throw it at you.
I would like to see if I can catch that orange and then just like take a bite out of it like it's an apple. I'll be like, what would I roll for that?
Normally like in a combat situation with like somebody's doing this a grenade, where the rolls get really, really weird. However, go ahead and give me an athletics.
Okay, I am actually really good at athletics.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Ain't bad.
So yeah,
Nice. You beat my. You got 4 points over my roll. So you catch it, and they look at you, and well, give me a human perception roll.
All right, I'm pretty decent at that too.
Good.
I am good at a random grab bag of stuff. 13.
Okay, you could definitely see that they're annoyed and pissed off enough that by their hand gesture, they might be going for a weapon.
I'm just gonna, and I haven't even bothered peeling this orange. I'm just gonna like turn on my heel and just roll away very quickly. Still super casual. But as I'm walking away, I'll just like point to the red medical cross on my shoulder and be like,
They give you a They brush their hand underneath, from pretty much under their chin at you, and then immediately bite their thumb.
And once I finished off my orange, I'm like, you know, go great with that orange? Some pizza.
And you continue on heading. While you're doing this, you are going to be just a few minutes late to the party. Non.
Okay, so Nan doesn't do well in like social situations like this. Like there's kind of like too many people. She kind of has like the agoraphobia situation going on. Especially after like the overcrowded prison that she just recently was released from. This is all kind of like a lot for her, and so feel like Nan has kind of found like maybe I don't know, you know how at like markets and stuff, like at outdoor markets they have like barrels, you know, wooden barrels maybe to like that people use as like eating surfaces, like tables. That maybe she's found like one of those that's like often in a corner somewhere. It's a little more
On the
removed.
fringe.
Yes. Trying to keep an eye on her fellow teammates, so that she can kind of feel the cue of when the proper time to approach the restaurant is. Yeah.
Perception check, please.
Oh, sure. Just a regular one or a human one?
Nope. All you need is regular for this one.
Regular, and that's an awareness. Yes. Okay, my perception isn't bad. Isn't too bad.
Okay. You have a close look at everyone, and you can even see Vertex display of
walking away eating a whole ass orange.
You can see Vertex actually, coming away from her scene and everything else going on. Very nice chat. I will take that.
Sorry to interrupt, Doc. Vertex is they, them.
Sorry, I apologize. Thank you.
No worries.
I'm sorry. So what do I see? I just see that what just happened with Vertex.
Correct. Let's say.
Do I see what happened with Johnny and Lucia?
Yeah, with a 17, you have eyes on everyone.
Okay, so
except JJ.
Okay, yeah,
at the moment,
haven't spotted JJ yet. So so Nan is also kind of at this barrel, kind of in the more secluded area. She is like working on this like device that's on her arm. It's kind of unclear exactly what it is. It looks like it's very much a work in progress. But it's kind of like two leather straps around her arm with like a bar of metal going across it, and she's like screwing something in with her tool hand, and all the while she's like glancing up, looking down, and working on it, glancing up, and when the time is right, when it looks like she gets her social cues from everyone else. So when everyone else is kind of like approaching the restaurant, the slice of life, she's gonna kind of roll down her sleeve, her tool hand retracts, and she'll kind of walk over.
Awesome. JJ, so you were trying to find a couple things real quick in the day market, right?
Yeah, well, JJ read his scream sheet, and he knows like the weather report is pretty nasty later today, and that we're expecting some rainfall out. So he's looking to buy 3 umbrellas, one for him, one for his wife, and one for his daughter. And he's also going to buy an anti-smog mask. While he's doing this, he's going to be messaging a couple of his underlings on his internal agent. Another thing he picked up in the scream sheet, which is updated kind of throughout the day and stuff like that. That there's at a Maelstrom hangout, things are kind of getting a little bit busy. So he's going to message his underlings just to get out there and kind of keep an eye on things. And if anything goes down, they can be there to clean up, because they deal with illegal cyberware. So that's something they might want to keep an eye on today. Now, JJ's at this market wearing his laser light jacket. He's got his edgerunner fit on. He's not dressed like a cop today. He's with his edgerunner buddies, kind of maybe posing undercover, maybe working the wrong side of the law. But right now he's shopping. So he's wearing a laser light jacket with a Night City Heat, which is their basketball team. Jersey underneath. He's got a big bow-legged rock, either due to his linear frame or just due to his attitude. And when he comes over to the stand, he grabs onto the signage up above to kind of hang off of it while he speaks to the store clerk.
Your audio cut. JJ.
My audio cut?
Oh, there you
I
go.
heard you.
There you go.
I heard him fine as well. Yeah.
That was just mine then. I apologize. What do you say to the clerk?
Oh, I'm asking. I'm assuming that I'm kind of seeing some stuff like the umbrellas I'm looking for.
Yep.
And I'm looking for prices, looking to buy them, or you know,
It's like umbrellas, 50 eddies each. I'll sell you, 3 though for 100.
I do get one free is a pretty good deal.
All right. I mean, I'll buy those. I ask him if he has an anti-smog mask as well, just to be extra safe in case I'm busy later.
Roll percentile.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Get off the stream. I do actually just came in. There's brand new filters and everything. Actually reaches under, opens up a small case. It's got a bag. It's got 2 brand new filters, still actually sealed in containers.
Oh yeah.
And I whip out my badge and I say, "Is there a discount on some of this equipment for a boy in blue?"
No, but I'll happily charge you double. He says with a scoff.
All right. Well, that did not go the way JJ expected. JJ kind of looks at him with a frown. And he says, "How much for this?"
And he goes, "Well, if you happily put the badge away, officer," he says with a disdainful tone.
Which I do.
He goes, since you bought the umbrellas, and obviously you're trying to actually help the community and not repress it, $250.
$250 for everything, right?
Yeah, $250 for the mask. The filters, I have to charge you each $54 because they're kind of expensive. They are 30-day filters each, though. They are not 24-hour filters. They will last actually a month long of continual use.
I'll buy 2 right now.
Okay.
So
Gives everything to you, sets it on the table.
So that's 400. Yeah. Okay. I pay him the 400 eddies by chit and go about looking for my choombs to see what trouble they're getting up to.
Okay. Normal perception check, please.
I'm going to put 1 point of luck into this.
Didn't need to. Please deduct the luck. You easily spot, well, most of them are within probably 30, 40 meters of the actual entrance. And at this point in time, yes, it is 1 o'clock. You guys have a meeting with Mickey.
So I, maybe instead of going to collect them physically, I buzz them all over my, let me see, what do I have I think I do. Yeah, I buzz them all over my internal agent and tell them to meet me at the restaurant.
Yeah, they're all closer than you at this point. You all see them around the doorway. Yeah, closer to the doorway than you.
Text back. Yeah. The restaurant where we all are.
Already here.
So as a pretty big man, I bound across the marketplace over towards you, carrying my umbrellas that might not even cover my whole circumference, and
Running a little late. Give me 10.
and yeah, I guess I'm playing around with my new smog mask, seeing if I can get it fitted on my ample frame.
The reason why it costs so much, I sold you the largest size one due to your physique as a person of your stature, due to the frame and the body augmentation you have.
I see JJ coming. So much for not drawing any attention to ourselves, eh?
You guys actually fit right in with the day of market.
Like JJ's like bounding over, like trying to fit a smog mask on, like umbrellas, like.
He's never really been subtle.
Wait, fucking hold up for a second here. Take 2 steps back. Who said we're not drawing attention to ourselves? I didn't get the fucking memo on this one.
Yeah. When
This is Night City. We want the attention. So do I hear back from? Or,
it was everything.
Yes, by this point in time, as you get to everyone else, and Vertex is probably about 20, 30 meters away coming towards you guys, you do get a message back from your apartment. Go, yeah, there's already been numerous calls in. Max Tech is actually just waiting for the first sign for the first actual reported death, and they'll be there within 45 seconds.
I make up some excuse that I'm stuck in another part of town and can't be there, and to make sure that they're on it and there to clean up if Max Tack has to come in.
Oh, we completely understand. We know you have an appointment with the doctor and your wife. Don't worry about it, boss. We got it.
Yeah.
As I am in fact a doctor, it's technically not lying.
Only partially.
Okay.
I'll write you a doctor's note later.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to have to submit paperwork possibly, so maybe you can actually write me a doctor's note.
You will. If you actually want your PTO to work today, yes, you're actually going to need actual note from the doctor. However, now that you're all together,
I'll invent
what do you want to
something
do?
sufficiently concerning.
The group is together. What do you guys wish to do?
Hello, everyone. So nice to see you all.
Pleasure's mine. Hey, JJ, big boy, I saw you flashing your badge over there. It's more bottle than a brewery, mate. I don't think that's going to get you far around here. Maybe pack that in when we're together, yeah?
I swear, I understand what he's saying half the time.
Actually, I started it. It's great. Keep going.
Right, we're going to make this happen today, or we just sit around and tugging ourselves off. Should we do it?
Lead the way.
Yeah.
Game on.
Do
Let's go.
Do we
I will
want
look at my
to?
trusty teen dream and turn it in at the holdout desk. This is a show of good
So
faith.
you guys,
We have to run.
you watch it. You walk 10 meters over the door. That Tony's, working the vending stuff and everything else, and gives you guys a wave. The door is locked, but there is a revolving keypad. It has letters, numbers, and symbols on it. Each one actually cycles through. Does anybody know the password for the door?
Yeah.
What is it?
No idea.
It's in your guys' notes. I was just curious if anyone actually wrote it down.
It's
One,
I know
two,
it's
three,
meatballs,
four.
but
Nope.
it's meatballs, but like with a bunch of like in
Yes!
speak.
Thank you. So you type in
So,
M3
yeah.
@T8
Yeah.
@77S in the revolving keypad. It
Yeah.
comes
so
up meatballs.
Nan walks up and I'll do it.
Good job, Techie.
And she goes and like she kind of like pulls out her agent, and the password is right on there, and she puts it in.
Door opens up, slides on in. You head downstairs. There was no one. The first time here, nobody's in the security booth. The door actually leading right in is already open too.
That's weird.
As you, obviously, Johnny, peer in at a sight cautiously. Lights are on. It looks like they had some kind of party here last night after you all left, but no one's in here
The lights
at
are
the
on, but
moment.
nobody's home.
Quick question: is it the time of day where people would be in here? Like,
Yes, actually, the door on the front did say it is closed for special meeting.
Oh, okay. So it's not that surprising then.
Nope.
Well, I guess we wouldn't expect the public to be in here, but we would expect whoever we're meeting with to be in here potentially.
JJ, sensing something up, might fire his Sandevistan.
Okay. Okay. Looking around, you guys in the main lobby, looking around, takes that moment and look, nothing. The back door is still closed. That would be to Mickey's office, but No, that looks like there's remnants of cleaning crew stuff that was here,
There's
and
Mickey.
you do not see Mickey as of yet.
All right, I'm just
Bad
gonna head
news
in.
about this.
Go.
The-
Fucking worry about it. What's the worst could happen, eh?
You
Lose
keep
our heads.
saying that, and then the worst keeps happening. So I'm not.
Gotta say it's fun though,
As a
right?
medical professional, I have 17 answers to that question.
Give me one. Make it the fun one.
Oh, the fun one? I like the fun one.
so
You ever microwaved a cheesecake for too long? Kind of when your brain does that.
I can say with 100% honesty, I don't think I've ever used a microwave.
Oh, why doesn't that surprise me?
So how long do you guys stay on edge, or do at any point in time do any of yourselves make yourselves comfortable? The message from Mickey did say, "Come in, have a drink, make yourselves comfortable," and in case you guys missed that.
I'm instantly comfortable. I just stroll in. Yeah.
Okay.
Find something to drink.
I,
Vertex will find a chair and just kind of do this.
oh yeah, sitting backwards in the chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucia's always on edge, so
Good to know.
Yeah, Nan is the same. She just doesn't. She's. It's hard for her to trust anybody.
Mm.
You know, because she was in prison and she doesn't. Somebody gave her up.
Oh yeah, yeah. You make a drink.
Uh,
Some of you get comfortable. Yes, JJ.
Yeah, I'm just JJ is going to act like he's getting comfortable, but he's really going to position himself sort of up against a corner or against a wall where he's got a good eye on the entrance and the office area kind of thing. Just staying ready, even though he's looking casual, leaning against the wall kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
Well, about 5 minutes goes by, and then out of the back room, we hear the back room door open, and here comes Mickey in his suit, pinstripes, LED pattern going up and down, pulsating as he walks. Actually, his shoes are shined. His hair, what little bit there, is your typical greasy, but he looks presentable if not shuffled. He is carrying himself a tray and goes, sorry everyone, it is bloody, it is just an absolute fucking pain in the ass upstairs. I
The
swear.
mouse is in the house.
Okay, you call me a mouse? What part of me do I look like makes you think I like cheese and scurry around the fucking floor? I swear, you goddamn edge runners.
Have you looked in the mirror lately, Mickey?
Oh, if I wasn't in such a bind, I would give you the nicest pair of shoes and toss you off the Eat Me Bridge.
Don't put me with a good time, baby.
Eat Me Bridge isn't under construction.
Okay, there's still one-lane traffic. And trust me, who do you think runs the actual, waste and removal building contracts of the city? Motherfucker. Ask John. Johnny at least knows. By the way, actually sets the tray down, walks up to you, Johnny, takes a rag off the bar, and actually, kind of cleans his hands up and offers you a firm handshake.
He'll accept. You're a doll. Charm the knickers off a nun, couldn't you? You ain't
Okay.
changed. You'd be fucking dead, too, so.
He's like, and I really appreciate the changes you've been making on the dock district, by the way. It's made things much easier to take care of a little bit of loose ends. Truly, businessman to businessman. Thank you.
Of course. We're gonna make this city better one little fucking step at a time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Looks over and goes, ladies. And looks over at Lucia and goes, Can I at least ask a certain amount of privacy for today? Or am I going to have to enforce it?
I'll give you that privacy.
Respectfully. Thank you. No, please, sit, have a drink. Let's take a moment to get to...
Is not blinking.
Yeah, I bet. But yeah, he very much is keeping an eye on you in the corner. It's like, no, let's get to know each other. I want this to be being of a good friendship, but at the same point in time, I do have some problems. Want to make sure I can trust you with the goods that I need moved. Starts to kind of look you all over.
Do you have any water?
Yeah. Grab a glass behind the tap. You've been here enough. You should start figuring out where things are.
As a
Right. Of course.
as a show of good faith, the LEDs in the exterior part of the ocular implant do go off.
Okay, are you actually
Just
turning it
the
off though?
audio from her cyber ears is going, and it's
Okay.
like hidden under her hair. But
Nice.
the eyepiece is off.
Okay. Sits down and goes, "Officer, huh? Yeah, you try to help do good in the city, huh? Mr. Jenkins?"
Yeah. Well, in Night City, there's not much good to be done often, but I do what I can.
Say most people literally don't have much love after some of the shit NCDPD pulled all those years ago. But hopefully it's your chance to prove to the local residents that you're on the right side of the law.
Well, I'm here today, aren't I?
It is true. How's the family doing?
What?
How's the family doing?
Don't ask me about my family.
I don't mean that in a threatening way. I can make it in a threatening way, I assure you, he says with a grin.
Yeah. See how quickly that flips that way.
He goes, but I genuinely don't. But I
Don't worry about my family. Worry about putting eddies in my pocket.
I like the attitude. It's good to know.
Mickey, I would do as the man says. I've seen him bench press a car.
There was a job. I heard there was a job.
Awesome. I like that. Get right to the thing. Opens up the pretty much platter he's carrying. There is lunch in there because he is a hungry person. But there is a box. In the box, he pulls out the box, and it's a compartment of data chips and IDs. Sets that down next to you, JJ, and goes over and sits down and goes, "So here's the job. I got a simple milk run. Consider it your test and initiation process. I've got 128,000 gallons chew that I need to safely move to a proper location. Yeah. The reason why I asked about your family. Quite quickly, I'm letting you guys put me over a barrel. You could run off with this and really screw me over. But I think you might be the people I need to be able to trust. My house is in shambles, and I have problems. I need people who I can rely on. I want to get to know you because I want us to have truly a long working relationship. At any point in time, if you guys want to see if he's trying to be serious or truthful, you can make a human perception check. I'm going to continue with what he has to say, though. Okay?
I think I will attempt that human perception check.
Price of chew per gallon at the moment is far, far more than what you're going to be paid, JJ. And if you really want to know the details, we can get to that in just a minute. Let me at least get the intro story thing done.
Yep.
Okay. I've got you guys set up as security officers for Petrochem. I need safe people to ensure this shipment gets to where it needs to go. Okay. If you can do that, I will consider you trustworthy, and I will pay you each it's not much, okay, but I'll pay you each 2,000 straight up for the job, an extra 1,000 per day of wasting your time, 4,000 eddies each. Okay, now that may not seem like a lot, Mr. Officer, he says with a smile. However, consider this the mobs have a vetting rule. We give people a chance. Sometimes it's a chance with a lot of money, a lot more money they can be made than what they're getting out of it, but they do it for what's good for the family. This is my chance I'm giving you. If you do this, do not fuck me. I will consider you made and part of my house as a brother.
This is our
or
foot in the door.
To me. Okay. And I'm giving you this opportunity strictly because the last three times I've sent my own people to take care of this, it's either been raided or stolen. The council of bosses want me to get my house in order, or I'm going to be the next person sleeping with fishies, if you catch my drift.
And I'm sorry, why isn't Petrochem providing security for their own shipment?
Because we're stealing Petrochem's shipment and taking it somewhere else.
Sorry, I missed that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, don't worry. Okay. By the time you are past Night City limits and well into the wasteland, and almost by the time you're in the United States territory, their entire database will be having an accident, and no record of you will be left whatsoever. Now, you're probably asking yourselves, why the hell should we do this and not just take the chew and go somewhere else? Because at your destination is a sweet little prize. My favor to you in return is a guy by the name of Luco. pull up your notes here and make sure I got everything correct. Julius Luco Jones. He's a good guy. And he's a kid. I know him. We got him set up there. He's trying to do some good. Okay. Problem is, his dad wants him to come home. And I'm not really the person to get involved in parental matters, but his dad's paying 50,000 eddies for the safe retrieval. Now that is yours, considering he's at the destination that Chew needs to go to. You bring him back, take him to dad, that all money's yours. I want nothing off the top of that.
Well, all right then. I could do with a little bit of extra drinking money. Count me in.
Okay. Linda tells me you guys need some extra money to take care of some property taxes, electricity bills, and utility things going on. Assuming you guys can take care of all this, I'm sure this will happily get you guys out of debt and get you back on the right track with your bills. Assuming we can do that, and assuming we can trust each other, I will be more than happy to pay you much more and much more for the jobs you do, and try to help you get a much better quality of life. I'm sure several of you have other reasons you'd like to meet me as well. I consider this a pretty fair trade, but if you want to walk now, that's your call.
I
Mickey.
whisper to Vertex, and I'm like, "Did you hear that? 50,000 eddies. We could save the apartment."
We could save the apartment. Mickey, baby, you had me at free pizza, and we are dependable like Wonder Bra. Okay, we will take you to space if we have to. We're in.
Well, sounds like a housekeeping job. We're keeping your house, Mickey.
And I'll be helping you keep yours.
Seems like we've got no other choice but to trust each other.
The kid left with you of their own accord? No, like, bad blood with dad?
Oh, no. Left on Oracle, there is no bad blood there. I'm not sure what's going on, and quite frankly, I don't care. He wanted to go someplace south, a little place called Sky Mesa. Had a lot of questions and concerns about something going on there, but quite frankly, I don't care. What I do care about is the nomad group he was trying to get friends with. The Chrome Snakes, or the CS, as they like to be called, are a branch of the Snake Nation nomads. They're good guys. They do running for us. So, of course, I had a little concern when somebody wanted to go make friends with my friends. But Luco's doing good. He's definitely been helping out the nomads well, and everything's been quite prosperous. It wasn't since Petrochem and some other people have been having issues getting things south, there would be no need for the situation. And therein lies the problem. Either things have been stolen. I know one of the shipments have for sure. The other two, one was taken and one was destroyed outright on the highway between here and Sky Mesa. Sky Mesa being about 584 miles south of Night City.
So, who did it?
I don't know. Okay, most likely probably a Wasteland Raider group probably operating in the area.
Twice?
Okay, that's my concern, and that's what makes me think I have spies or other issues in my house. Thus, the reason of going to an outside source.
JJ nods along to that. That was going to be his next question, basically.
Know
I have,
anything about this raiding?
Ashlyn?
Know anything about this raiding group?
Okay, sadly, no. I have not had the opportunity to hear anything out of there, and most of the Crumb Snake people who are doing us a job are actually in the process of doing a shipment. If they weren't, they'd probably have the extra manpower to go investigate the moment. Last communication I had said they got raided probably about a week ago, and that's the reason why some secondary people of the nation, they run a tribe of them, a group of them slightly further out east, decided to actually go back and move things in this time frame to prevent being raided again. I know Luke is still at that place as he's the per facto leader, quote unquote, at the moment, apparently. But I know communication with them is spotty due to the comm balloon they have in that area.
Yeah.
Johnny has got up at this point. He's been just wandering around. Probably found the bar at this point, and he just looks over. Hey, Mickey, I got a quick question. You got any tequila here? You out?
Okay, I got some vodka.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
It's basically the tequila vodka mix, is what it is. Yeah, you reach in and blows out the bottle. It's like, I love this stuff. Try to keep a good selection. Sets it down. Help yourself.
Sweet. He'll head over, takes a swig. Ooh, me, that's pretty good shit. Well, look, I don't need to know fucking anything else. We gotta take this shit somewhere else, pick up a kid and bring him back. Sounds piece of piss. I'm in.
I just have one more
548
thought.
miles.
Non. And then Vertex.
I was just saying it's not just it's not just picking someone up and dropping something. It's 548-mile drive, right?
Yep.
It's like a 6-hour at least. No, that's like a 10-hour journey.
Okay.
I mean, you ever driven like a mile?
Okay.
Don't drive
Yes,
much.
it will be about 6
I can
hours.
fix the
Yes.
cars, but I don't drive them.
You
Okay,
drive
he's
a
like-
mile, you can 2 miles. Drive 2 miles, 500, whatever. Fine.
And it will
Just
be at
send the
night
map.
as well, he said. With no moon. Luckily,
I
though,
like the way that
Petrochem's
has
providing
personality.
the driver.
Who's the
That's
driver?
good.
Do you know that?
Some chick by the name of Sarah. I really wish I knew more than that.
And how do we know have these drivers been in on it in the past?
To my knowledge, no. But at this point, loose lips sink ships. You're the only people I've actually brought it out of this outside the council. At this point, those of you who've been listening and staying on edge, you hear a door open somewhere in this place. Mickey literally goes cold and turns to look at the back, and you can hear the methodical, rhythmic sound of a person walking with purpose, but not quickly, just walking intently. You hear a clack down each step of somebody walking. Ladies, the ladies in the group will very much recognize, or females, people who wear high heel platform shoes or anything like that. I'm not judging if the guys do, so it's all good. You can actually, you sounds like somebody wearing some type of platform shoe coming down the stairs. Mickey quickly is like wiping his face, trying to put his food away, looking at you guys kind of seriously. Out of the back room, a tall, 6.5-foot tall woman in a dress that seems to hang to her body, though realistically, there's no reason in the world the clothing should. It is 2 halves of cloth being held onto her body, but was most likely a subdermal clip of some kind.
Double-sided tape.
Okay. She is beautiful, hair done up, a veil and almost arching back piece around, smoking a cigarette on an actual cigarette holder. Rainbow colors and fumes coming off the cigarette and the occasional sparkle and pop in the air. She comes in, making no movement whatsoever, exhibiting nothing but grace and content for almost everything around her. She is stunningly beautiful. She comes into the room, stops, and observes.
Again to
I'm
Vertex.
gonna take
Who is
a
that?
very quick snapshot. Just blink.
Mickey goes, Miss, she raises her hand, and he immediately just, are these them? She says. He quickly nods, scared for his life.
Are these we?
Hello, beautiful.
Well,
She,
you-
her eyebrow raises at you, and it actually proceeds to come over. She stops midway, takes a look. It looks at you, Johnny, kind of like, measuring the weight of your worth, almost is what it feels like. Lucille, you could very much tell this woman is predatory. She is literally, her eyes are like hawks, staring at people as she moves and operates. She quickly looks at Nan and immediately dismisses.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nan tries to kind of slink back behind the rest of the group and make herself not as known.
She glides over, each step lighting her shoes and actually embedded light beams that move up and down her body, completely exposed by her dress. Clearly seeing her now, there is no reason that these 4 bits of fabric should be on her body and staying. They cover all her most modest and most indecent bits, but still very sexually expose a skin line completely up and down the body from multiple
It's the
angles.
future, baby.
She comes over and literally walks around you like a person inspecting a car. JJ.
Can I try to identify the clothing?
Okay. Do you have any type of fashion and style skills?
I have no. I do. I have a +4 in it, but I don't have any actual skill ranks in it.
Roll. It doesn't matter if you guys have skill ranks or not. It doesn't matter if you want to try to do something.
Yeah. Okay. This is going to show as a +4, but it's actually at a +2 because my laser light jacket and my tattoos aren't going to affect this.
Correct. Chat has given you guys at least some bonuses in case you want to start dipping in, but
I will use my internal agent to do a search on the clothing to help me search for clothing. So that's actually a 17.
Not bad roll. It's imported French, actually. Thai very much. It could actually tell you a lot more information on it. However, it is not from a local dealer of any way, shape, or form in Night City. It would be one of those things that'd be custom ordered, and you'd have to wait weeks, if not months, for it to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so as you might know, I might be coming into a pretty sum of cash pretty soon here. I was wondering where I might be able to pick something like this up for my wife, I say, gesturing to the dress.
Married. Means there's competition, she says. And she turns and walks away. She looks over at Mickey and goes, "They need you upstairs in the pits." Assuming I see you again, Mr. JJ, I'll be more than happy to tell you everything you would want to know about my dress, she says with a wink and a smile, and proceeds back the way she came. She stops midway, gives you a wink and nod, Johnny, and looks you up and down again.
I'm making Long Island's. You want one, Trigle?
If I didn't have to keep everything an eye on everything for this competent fat ass to talk to you people, I would gladly spend the afternoon with you, my dear. And Mickey's like, very stern. And she leaves the room. Here's the door close up.
Long Island's. Can you get one for me there, Midas Touch?
Yeah, I could go for
babe. I know how you like.
I
Mickey.
like it with booze.
Mickey swears to himself, pulls out a cigar, lights it up. All right, here's the deal. These 5 chips.
We in trouble with mommy.
He says with just a stern. These 5 chips here. Don't if you have neural cyberware jacks, don't put them in unless you want the most painful headache of your life, and however short it is after that is your problem.
Mickey
It'd be
done.
worse than the brain dance the prison put me through.
Okay, well, considering it's a massive explosive, yes, I'm pretty sure it is because your life will end. However, I want these on you in case you guys get captured and anything goes bad. Hell, use them to get out of a bad situation. I don't care. Starts puffing on a cigar. This last chip, he says, it's got a little tiny green dot on it. And he goes, this will override the GPS on the vehicle and give you the exact way you need to go. No communication, no questions once you guys leave this place. I don't trust anyone else, and I'm making a chance trusting you. Don't fuck me.
Wouldn't dream of it, Mickey.
So there's something that maybe over the table I'm not understanding. Is the driver, are we essentially going to be kidnapping them? Or are we expected to essentially kidnap them for the duration of this trip? Like once we go there as security.
That's how I understood it.
You were asking.
Sounds of it, basically.
Okay, it very much sounds like that and is being implied to by Mickey, yes. You have every right to think that way.
Understood.
Kidnapping makes it so they don't want to come with us. You know, we just ask them nicely. Sure, they'll oblige.
They call it kidnapping. I call it collateral friendship.
Ashley?
I'm looking at the rest of the group. Assuming the driver doesn't want to play nice. anyone particularly good at driving?
Look towards JJ.
JJ is
Or
not
knows how to
particularly
drive?
Don't
Give
have to
me a
take
heli or a plane, I could.
emergency vehicle course to be a cop.
I should have a couple of skill points in there.
You skip
Well,
this
welcome
thing?
to. You guys do have technically a couple extra points, and if we were at a break or something like that, or before the or after the campaign, I totally would let you use them. As we're in the middle of campaign, no, you had your
All right.
chance.
I'm definitely the driver of the group. I probably drove us to this day market, implying that if we had to drive, I'd probably be the best one to do it. Although, you know what? I do not drive 18-wheeler trucks. I do not drive big trucks. I do just drive regular vehicles. So,
Yeah.
JJ is already starting to consider this because he is maybe not comfortable with the driver situation, as he has implied through some of his questioning. So we'll see how far the driver takes us. I was hoping. Well, we'll see what happens.
Fair enough. Mickey goes, cool. Now I need to eat my food and get back to the pits. Expect to see you guys here when you. Ashlyn, yes.
GPS override. That's just going to give, essentially, if we can get that in without our lovely driver noticing, going to give them new directions.
Yes.
Perfect.
I have a plan for that.
Can I bomb a cigar from you?
Reaches the thing, hands you a cigar.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, well, I'm ready.
Even like, like reaching the thing, toss you a box of matches.
So good, man. You always keep one on me.
By all means, then. It's like, I'll let my driver know. 2 blocks west, parking garage. He'll meet you out front. Name's RG.
RG. Okay.
Mhm. She even shows you a picture of him real quick. Balding, always looking tired individual. Okay, you get a clear picture of him, like, he literally just like pulls out his agent, clicks a number. Yeah, he's on his way. He'll meet you out front. He'll drive you over to the petrochem facility. After that, it's all on you guys. CS will bring it back.
So I think by this time, JJ's made his way over to the pool table, and he asks everyone kind of if they're ready to go, and he smashes the 8-ball as hard, like the white ball into the 8-ball as hard as possible. Given his linear frame, he's gonna try to like actually break that 8-ball.
Actually, intentionally trying, yes, you completely cause it going and cause them shatter and everything else back and forth. Mickey raises an eyebrow, looks at you and goes, and that's coming out of your pay.
Mick, I just have one more question. These Chrome Snakes guys you've been talking about, once we get there, do you think they'll be able to spare some fellas to give us a ride home?
Yes.
We would be kind of stranded out miles away with no way back.
I'm sorry if I did not specify that earlier, but yes, CS will be bringing you guys home after everything's said and done.
See, this is why I like to double check things, because, now we have it on the record.
Absolutely. I'm going to go around real quick before we end this scene and move on to the next one. JJ, you have anything else for Mickey? Are you good?
Nope.
Non?
We'll be off with it.
Ashlyn? Luke for Lucia, excuse me.
No, Lucia's mostly just hanging back, listening,
Okay.
recording.
Johnny?
Nah, he's got the information he needs. He's already moved on.
Vertex?
That was all I had.
Thank you. All right, then. You guys get up. Mickey wishes you, safe run. And you guys leave the way you came with the chips and ID badges identifying you as Petrochem.
And a cigar and a Long Island that he's just taking out in the.
Absolutely. The day market's going on full activity, and no one cares that if you're walking around drinking or smoking or doing anything illicit like that. As long as you're not hurting people, the mafiosos in the area keeping rough security give no fucks.
Yeah.
To help me better understand the situation going forward, are you guys trying to walk closely as a group? Are you guys a little separated? Are you walking single file? Are you trying to walk like all side by side so you can chit chat?
I think
Yeah,
whatever.
side by side, right?
What was that?
I'll kind of walk alongside Nan.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And is anyone trying to not walk closely with the main group then? I just want to make sure to
I
understand.
think JJ either leads or follows.
I'd like to stick towards the back, but definitely sticking with the group because I feel like I like to hide behind everybody.
That's fair. Then I imagine JJ's out front then, if you're okay with that, Nick.
Yeah, fine with me.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Well,
Johnny?
Lucia will be in the back,
Okay.
looking for any just good shots as we're walking.
And Johnny, are you kind of in the back with everyone else as well?
He'd be with everybody, but like in the yeah.
Okay. So,
Probably in the center.
if no one knew you guys, it would look like JJ out front and a group of 4 in the back. So, okay. You walk across the day market though. The clouds you can see actually coming in actually from the southwest, reddish black storm rolling across the rolling across the ocean. Not that you can see the ocean from here, but you can see it in the horizon. It's very clear the weather report is dead on about the accuracy of today. Like the light showers are already starting to happen on the edge of Little Italy and Southwest Center, but it's still far enough away from you guys that you're not even seeing the beginning of raindrops. The walk goes quickly. It takes you 5-10 minutes, even with the crowded activity, to get over there. And out front, smoking a cigarette, looking nervous and looking either half asleep or half dead, you will find Archie. He is it's not necessarily stained, but is a wrinkled white button-up shirt. It is not tucked in. It is not properly buttoned. He's got a pair of shorts on and slippers, and he looks half awake. As you get close, he reeks of patchouli oil. If you're not familiar with what it is, it's an oil that was used actually in the medieval ages to prevent the smell of death lingering on people. So it's powerful enough to get rid of the smell of death.
Fucking hate it.
Yes, if you're not familiar with it, be grateful. Okay, looks at y'all and goes, Mickey?
Yeah, he sent us. You here to give us a ride?
Their parking's in the back, second level. We can start heading that way. He starts walking with you, rubbing his face and back of his head.
I ask him if he's awake enough for this.
Yeah. I got a nap in. It's the double I did over the last 2 days. It's really kicking my ass. Fucking girlfriend took my synth coke, so I'm just a little groggy at the moment.
Oh, I will give him a bump.
Oh, really? Woo! Yeah, let's do this, he says, and actually picks up a pep to a step.
I want to make sure that Nan is the one who has the green dotted GPS chip, as I'm assuming it's going to need to get installed, and Nan's probably the best one to do that.
Fair enough.
Good thinking.
You hand it to her?
Mhm.
Thanks, Lucia. I've got this. I know I do. Get in it. I can get in it anywhere.
We trust you with this. You got this.
He leads you over to the first center pillar on the first floor and starts heading up the stairs. JJ, you're following. How far is everyone else behind JJ, roughly in meters?
2.
I'll follow about like 4 meters behind JJ.
Yeah.
4. Okay, then I'll be there with and Lucia.
Okay. You guys walk back and forth up to the third level and start walking from. It was a pretty much decent sized parking garage that the mob, after in the events of the Red, decided to add an extension on because they could. And you're walking across the parking garage to the far side. Anyone who has amplified hearing, Lucia definitely for sure, because you're in media, you're recording everything.
I've already taken a snapshot of this guy.
No.
That's just going to be standard practice.
Good to know. However, amplified hearing and Lucia, if you have it, please give me a perception check. If you do not have it, hold on a second. I'll get to you guys in a moment.
All right, I have amplified hearing.
I just rely on Lucia.
I'm going to use 1 point of luck in this as well.
Keep track. That's your second point of luck today.
So that's a 16.
Yeah, man, still a decent roll. You're over 12.
That's a 1.
Yeah, you have a 2. So no, you definitely do not hit it. 15. Is that with the point of luck, JJ, or do I need to add?
No, I'm sorry. That would with the point of luck, that would be 16.
Just making sure I'm reading it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny.
I just want to double check. You said it's a 2, but she's rolled a 2 on the second roll, right? So it's an 11 total.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Checking we're doing that correctly.
Yeah.
Then I understand it. Then. Beautiful.
Everyone else now, besides the 3 of you now, please give me a perception check. That'd be Nan, Vertex, and Johnny. Let's see if you guys know as well. As you guys are going, there are a few people here and there sleeping in cars. That's by any means not uncommon in terms of Night City of things. 15. Johnny. Okay.
Damn, Johnny.
You know, some people seem to almost kind of do a double take at you guys coming past, but it could just because the nature of you guys, really. I mean, after all, look at you all.
Yeah, we're a ragtag crew.
Bunch of weirdos is the technical term.
Against a wall, and seeing as a couple of people asked, leans back, pulls out his lighter. You see it's Shree's honest killer.
Oh, yeah.
Relights his cigar.
Everyone who got over a 9, though, yeah, you notice basically a couple people do a double take. Johnny, though, with that one, gut feeling, I mean, you've been around the block quite a few times. Gut feeling, those people definitely were slightly impressed by you or intrigued. Kind of hard to say.
All right.
Little column A, little column B.
I mean, who's not, though, right? So.
Yeah. As you guys go, though, you get through the first section into the second section. Those of you who got, let's see, JJ and Johnny, because of your higher nature, and Vertex, because you got it as well. Go ahead and give me that perception check again.
Oh, you just want another one?
Yes. You got high enough, you make the second one.
Y'all
Okay.
are killing it on your perception.
You hear some, and because JJ, you said you had amplify hearing, correct? Nick?
Yes.
Just making
sorry,
sure.
That's a great time to not hear the question.
Yeah. You can actually hear lightly their conversation. No,
I was just making sure that the +2 was actually included, which it is.
Okay.
The +2 for amplified hearing is included there. So yeah.
You hear them? Nah, man. Look, see, it's the same pictures. That's like 10K right there. It'll be easy, and we'll get our fucking letters for it. I know. You sure? Come on, man. They don't even fucking know. And you guys hear some light footfall in the parking garage.
Is my Sandevastan still running from when I triggered it? It runs for an hour.
Hour?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Vertex is just going to pull out their gun and start checking it over, making sure it's,
Okay.
unobstructed.
What's going on?
Hold on. I'm letting you guys know. Okay. So I'm moving you guys to a different map. You should see. Please let me know when the map changes for you.
Yep.
The
Okay.
map has changed.
You guys are currently up here. You should see each of your tokens. And since it's the first time playing together, let me explain your token when you click on it. Your token will have 3 bubbles pop up. The red is your hit points. The green is your movement.
Movement?
Blue is your SP. If you were to change it on your bubble right here, it does correspond with your character sheet. These 2 things are linked.
Hell yeah.
Okay. At the same point in time, and please let me know if I did not set this up correctly for you guys. If you look below you guys, you should not see directly through the building of the room directly below you.
Correct.
Right.
Now, if you're not familiar with it, this is dynamic lighting. When there's ever a map that has dynamic lighting, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. Just to make sure. However,
Nice.
okay, you guys are currently up here. And oh, real quick, for the benefit of chat, bum ba da bum. Let's make sure this switched over for all the lovely people out there in Twitch land.
Witchland.
Oh,
It did. However, I got logged out of that. One moment, please, everyone. Twitchland, people at home, the YouTubes, all of our lovely viewers out there who are joining us today or joining us in the future.
perfect.
Okay.
So were the whispers that people heard, were they talking about us? Like those
Correct.
had us on us? Yeah, okay.
Well, only a couple people actually heard the whispers.
Right.
Okay. Whether they shared that information or not, unless they say something to you guys, I'm
That's
assuming.
why I kind of asked Vertex. I saw Vertex like pull out their gun, so I was like, Vertex, what's going on? What's happening?
You were hearing the sound, if you guys are seeing the map, south back the way you came. The driver, RG, is actually heading over to this vehicle right here.
All right, let's look sharp. We got some fans coming in hot, I think. Lucia, maybe get the cameras rolling.
If you would like to
Oh,
move yourselves,
As soon as you said the word, we have some fans coming. Whether or not that was a euphemism, she started recording.
if you guys want to move around from the way you guys are at this moment, you may move yourselves basically 3 squares in any direction from where you currently are on the map.
Oh, that is very cool.
You like that?
That's awesome.
Okay.
And at this point, please make sure your character is selected, and then roll initiative, please.
I did miss before just recently about my speedwear, so that is not active right now.
That's fine.
It works for 1 minute and recharges for an hour.
I thought it was a minute, but yeah, I've also homebrewed some pretty crazy items in the past. I wouldn't doubt myself from doing something stupid like that. It's fine. Thank you for your honesty. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, I just wanted to check it. I knew it was an hour or something, but I got it backwards kind of thing, so perfect.
I definitely, however I set up my cyberware in the sheet isn't quite jiving with the rolling because it's not taking my amplified hearing into those perception checks.
Yeah, I think you have to set that up, like manually when you edit your skills. There's like a mod column, I believe.
Cool. I will do that when we are not.
Then I am going to automatically assume at the moment that you're pretty much all of you are aware of the impending threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will get this figured out a little bit more in the future.
To not be necessarily directly in the line of fire, but also get a better angle for the shot.
Okay.
Are we not supposed to see each other's like names? Because I only see my name.
So if you were to click, yeah, you only see yours, yes. I will fix that. Technically, all of your guys' nameplates should always be there, but it's not actually working correctly at the moment. So I will apologize for that.
All right.
Okay.
Just to add as well, I think Vertex, you rolled a 10, but it hasn't rolled the second dice for you.
Yeah,
it
that's a
never
little
will
weird.
for initiative. So if you
Okay, so
ever
that's
need to do that,
good.
you have to manually roll it. But luckily, you could actually go over to your number in the initiative and actually manually change it.
Perfect.
Nice.
There.
Going last. Heading up the rear.
Can you remind me which way are we hearing? I think I could hear these guys right before it started. So which way are we hearing these from? Just
General
south.
down.
South. South back the way you came. Yes, right in that area, 100%.
And what can't we see here? Like, what is the you know what I mean? Like, what is this area that we can't see? Is that a wall?
Okay,
Is that,
so this is
like,
part of a
level
back and
the-
forth stairwell. It's very similar on the other side that you came up. It also has a personal elevator chute.
Okay.
look like a center column of
Yeah.
the building.
These back here are actually support pillars. Very sturdy.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep, I am just moving over the last couple things we need real quick. I apologize by that. I had this all open earlier, then I had to reset my computer, so yeah.
How that always works.
It does. Boom. Okay, and they are going on 14. Great. Johnny, just basically holding action till you guys get line of sight is what I'm assuming, but considering this will happen this turn, let's start initiative off with you. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll take a step back, but he pulls out his pistol and just is still smoking this guy with one hand, holding the pistol with the other, just readying sort of on both sides, just waiting to see where he gets the shot to. But he'll hold his shot until he sees someone run up.
Awesome. Holding action until somebody comes in at a shot. Fantastic. Vertex?
Gonna take a couple steps around here.
Okay, so just to let you guys know, it should be 2 meters square everywhere on this map, which is basically means whatever your movement score is how many places how many squares you can move per turn. Unless you're doing like a double action for running, and then your movement's doubled if you don't do anything else. Oh look,
Perfect.
you find a person. You find a lot of stuff actually.
I just kind of come strolling around the corner and like, hey, look, fuck faces. And I'm gonna go and attempt to grapple this guy.
Okay, please roll
And
athletics.
try and hold him at gunpoint. Ooh.
Oh, good news. I rolled a 1.
Awesome.
You literally catch fucking a 9, Jesus. So that's still minus. Okay, you literally catch this guy flat-footed and really reach right out and grab them by the chest. They look stunned. Okay, what the? It says.
So yeah, I've got him grabbed by the chest, gun up under the chin, and I'm like, it's not worth it, baby.
Noted. Lucia, it's your turn.
Lucia, being not the fighter of the group, is going to spend her bit kind of taking some stills of each of them, as well as some area shots, so she could potentially use this on the scream sheet later.
I like it.
Okay. Photo and film, real quick for me, please.
Yep. Skills. Nope, that was the wrong one. I will eventually figure out where all of these things are.
No, absolutely fine.
I didn't suck at taking pictures this time.
Oh no, you're gonna be able to get some choice photography of this. You are going to have to move a little bit to actually see what's currently going on, but you are set up and ready to go for once things become visible with that role.
Yeah, she's assuming that someone's gonna come and try and fuck with shit, and she doesn't want to be in the middle of it because you don't get good shots from the middle.
Yeah,
True.
Exactly.
Awesome. Before
Okay.
Yes, Jenkins.
Do I have to decide if I'm running before I move?
No, if you
No,
want to,
no.
if you move your full distance, don't see anything, and want to basically continue moving, then you hit initiate run. I don't need to hear it at the beginning.
Okay, I'm gonna be running this turn, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can move an extra 6 because I have skate feet. So I initiate my skate feet, and I put myself right here.
Like sliding
Yeah.
around.
Give me a D10 plus your cool.
All right, so 7 in my cool, I believe, is 8. Yes, it is.
Okay. They take note at you because A, you're a big person on skates, and this guy kind of like, yeah. Also because you don't really look like you did a couple months ago.
Oh, by the way, I pulled out both of my guns. Or no, I'm sorry. I pulled out one of my guns, which will be the Hellraiser. Oh, no, it takes an action. The Hellraiser Opus.
To pull the gun, no. Okay,
No.
you're thinking of the if I shoot this turn, it takes the next turn, and you get the extra bonus. But no, since you basically double moved, you have no action.
I can't pull the gun, right?
Oh no, that I will allow because it's so minute. That's a minor action.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it. Okay.
Due to the nature of.
You can even say I had it quote unquote equipped before I started moving.
No, you didn't. I'm assuming due to the fact you were a lawman, it's someplace you can easily access on the ready.
Okay.
So, no. If it was something larger, yeah, no, I wouldn't let you do it. Okay. The guy in front of you sees you, fails his cool check. He turns and runs. Between Vertec come running around and just grabbing the person all intimidately, and out of nowhere, here comes this big person in a frame with a weapon that just skates immediately around behind him. This one runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, and he continues down this way. I'm just going to let you know in advance, in case you pursue, he is 4 more squares down.
Okay.
However, this person screams at him, weak-flated chrome, and takes the 2 steps back this way. Sorry, right to here, and is actually going to fire at you. That's a DV6. D10 plus 8. Sweet. 12, that's a 20 to hit you.
Well, that will hit.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's using a pistol, right?
Yes, he is using a pistol.
Yeah.
That is 10 damage. It is not armor piercing.
Okay, that doesn't do any. I have 11.
Yep, it bounces right off your armor real quick, and he fires his second shot. Another fucking 10. 18, 24. I'm taking you're just going to eat that one as well. And for a 6. Both shots, pink, bounce right off your armor jack. He looks a little concerned.
Uh-oh.
Okay, his buddy though. Oh, let me switch back off of this layer. Closest to you right here pulls a melee weapon and will take a swing at you. This is a bit larger though. 5 plus 8. So that's a 13 to hit you. Please give me an evasion.
You need my evasion.
Yes, I do.
Is that? Oh, fighting.
Awesome. With literal ease, as he swings his heavy weapon, it's almost like he's moving slowly and completely telegraphs his shot. With ease, you sidestep with effortless moving as he swings right past you. The guy closest to you, Vertec, is going to try to contest your grapple to break free. Okay. So please give me another athletics. Fights, hits your arm and kind of pushes against you, but other than touching you inappropriately, no, you still have a firm grip on them.
I'm going, really?
Okay, his buddy, pulling a lighter melee weapon, will come over and swing at you twice. That's a 16 to hit, and
what is my evasion? 14. Holy crap, I have good evasion. My first evasion is a 17.
Okay, that's all I need. Thank you. Both attacks on you will. Jesus Christ. Both attacks on you will miss.
Awesome.
That concludes the enemies. As a real quick, now that I'm done with that, Let's see. Nope, you do not have line of sight. I just wanted to make sure. You ran forward. Cool. Non.
Okay, so Nan's hearing that Vertex is in trouble. Is there a way to, like, when I drag my thing to see how far I have of movement? Or
So on the left-hand side, yeah, there's a little ruler. You can literally drag it any way to kind of get an idea of.
Yeah.
Okay, now it tells you a number.
There's no way to do it while I'm dragging my guy.
No, sadly not. However, you can highlight your token, and if you use the arrow keys, you can literally move them based off spaces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and I have a movement of 6, so I think I can get here. Can I stand in this space? Let me just make sure.
You're basically right behind the car. The car provides you no protection this turn because of the space and distance you moved.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to use it to take cover, but just, well, you know, be near cover, but not to specifically take cover this round. And as I'm running, I pull out a crossbow that is kind of slunked over my shoulder, and I load it actually with a sleep arrow. Which one is the one that, like, is not currently grappled?
Okay, you are
That
there.
would be the guy south of me.
South?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because I could not see before, and I'm going to make an attack with my crossbow.
Awesome.
I don't know if there's a way to change what ammo's in there. Oh yeah, there is. Okay, 17.
So that will hit.
Holy shit, yeah.
Okay, so I believe with the sleep ammunition, that he has to make like a DV check, some sort of check.
Oh, he does. I'm about to roll it right now. It does a little bit of damage, but
Does it I think it deals no damage.
On drugs, I believe it's DV13, but I might be wrong with it.
I think you're right.
skin check of 8. He will succeed.
Damn. Okay.
Make sure you get that right. It seems a little high. Nope, that is totally it. Yep.
Alright, so unfortunately it doesn't do anything.
Nope. Puff smokes and waves his hand out of the way and kicks the arrow to the side. Back up to the top of the round. Johnny.
Alright, fuck it. Keep the camera rolling. I guess we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Just walks up. Looks at this.
This person has their back to you because they're currently shooting at JJ.
He walks up behind them, throws the cigar to the ground, and just raises the Malorian, and is just going to try and pop a shot from there.
Okay.
Just straight into their back. It's just going to whisper as he does, "Go on, just go home, man. It's not worth it."
Please roll. Please give me your attack roll. That will hit. Please roll a damage. 6. That's a horrible damage roll. However, it still blows right past his armor. With a sending and a spill of blood. Ooh, he does not look like he's in a good spot at the moment. And you hear him like, "Sure, Choom, that'd be great."
I'm going to shoot again as long as you get fucking hopping up.
Yeah, totes, man, totes, Nova.
Look me up, Johnny Fox.
Vertex.
All right. Vert is going to take the guy that they are currently holding in a grapple. They're going to shift their gun around into a more passive grip, and then their pointer finger activates as like a little kind of segment just sort of slides out, and I will jam it right into this guy's neck as I activate my Cybermatrix Gang Jazzler.
Oh,
Bring in the old razzle jazzle. He's got to make a DV13 resist torture and drugs check.
Really? Yeah, okay. He succeeds. Succeeds by 3, actually. Oh, wait, hold on. No. I lied. I've been given 2 -2s. I haven't used them already. So, no, that succeeds. Please continue. What's that do?
If he fails, it knocks him out for like an hour.
Oh, yeah. Out.
But because he succeeded,
No.
they're gonna go, oh, you're a stubborn one.
No, he's
you.
I'm sorry, Vertec. He's unconscious. I was not
He's
aware
unconscious.
of the not aware of the -2s I was given earlier, and I should have used him by now. He's out.
All right. So yeah, he. Basically, the last thing that I get a chance to say to him before he goes unconscious, I say, if anyone asks, blame the rain. And then they'll just kind of release him gently as he falls to the ground, roll up the sleeve, and pop out the battery.
Okay.
Oh, that felt good.
Lucia.
Lucia's gonna kind of following Johnny
Mm-hmm.
in just the most artistic way.
Okay. You got him. You can get over here and get that good shot of him just shooting this guy and whispering him. The audio's crisp, clean. You're even preparing for the actual sound spike from the thing. Pristine shot. It's gonna look great.
Yeah, and Lucia's also trusting that everyone kind of got this. It seems like they've got it well in hand. She doesn't want to screw up her audio with any sort of shots from her end. So she's actually going to basically make a sweep. I'm going to do basically a run as I'm just full sweeping around to get just beautiful pano. And then I'm taking a still shot of each of the our assailants, just so I have records.
Awesome. JJ.
Okay, yes, JJ is, what is JJ going to do here? He is going to grapple the guy who's next to him right here.
Okay.
That laugh is something.
I guess because when I have to roll to not get grappled by you, it's like with these guys, it's like, okay, go ahead and roll whenever you're ready.
Did I put a brawling attack in here? Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so this turn, I guess I'm grabbing him with the intent of throwing him next turn.
Assuming you take no movement and you're willing to take a -2 penalty because complex action, yeah, you can totally do it right now.
All right, I will use a point of luck on this next throw, and I'll be throwing him into the closest person to him, I guess.
That currently would be this one right here.
That's who I intended to.
Fantastic.
So that's at a +1, or it's a -2, but a -1 essentially, because
yes.
I've offset 1 point of luck.
Mm-hmm.
So, 21.
Out of curiosity, give me the athletics, please.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You're still fine. With ease and effort, you toss him 6 meters, and he collides with his buddy. Okay, the guy he hits goes straight down, bonks his head on the ground. Roll me a D6, please, JJ.
You betcha.
Okay. Taking 2 points of damage, his blood trickles down his face. Give me a cool check.
A cool check. This is going to be at +8.
Oh, nice.
Assuming it explodes, I rolled. I don't know if the cool check explodes. No.
No, 100% absolutely fine. Oh yeah, like the guy looks back and just sees you standing back there, menacingly, clearly just throwing him. And yeah, this guy keeps running, never looks back. This guy starts running to the best of his ability. It is clear he is seriously wounded.
JJ will, he can't move anymore on his turn, but he will try to intercept this guy. And he's going to try to slap some cuffs on some of these people.
Okay, if you want to.
He would be triggering his internal agent also to call not necessarily his backup, but regular NCPD backup to come and take these guys away, whoever they get. So, JJ can pursue. I don't know what we're doing here, but again,
my guys go after you. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're just moving there. Okay.
Yeah. So this person I'm going to assume is far enough away. This person's limping. These two get off of each other and move half their movement. It is clear that their morale, thinking this is going to be a quick, easy 10K, is gone. They want nothing to do with you guys. This one's still sleeping.
Man,
Man.
the old razzle jazzle.
Is it clear why they attacked us? You said 10K. Like, did somebody tip them off to us having a certain amount of money, or?
You'll probably find out
Is it
here in a
just
moment.
With the way we're walking around, look like we
Yeah.
see the stuff we have.
We'll interrogate, find out.
You will find out momentarily. Since no one has told you the conversation that they overheard, I will not give you that information yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, fair enough. So I guess if people are running away, is that third guy running away too? I guess, can I see that? Like.
So the person that was already down here had a slightly different token. They ran. They have not looked back. They have literally.
Okay.
They are assholes over elbows running away for fear of their life. The rest of these people were a little bit more cocky or dumb, however you want to look at it, and are now more slowly moving away. This person, if they were to trip and fall or take a, get hit the wrong way, would probably be dead.
Okay. And I'm just gonna run up and hold my action that if another one does try to attack, that I'll attack. But otherwise, I'm not gonna attack if they're just like continue running away.
Awesome. Come on, Matt. Please update. Thank you. Finally, trying to get that update for a little bit. Must have been some Roll20 lag. Sorry, everybody.
Also, I learned that if you drag your token and right click, it will draw an arrow.
Johnny, you're up.
All right. Johnny just walks forward and tries to place himself. I think I can get to there. Not trying to get in this guy's way. Let's step there so you can still get a step away. But is looking just straight to Lucia and to the camera specifically. These are rough times that we're in, ladies and gentlemen. But look, we don't have to let everyone die, right, on our streets. We can let them go. Give them a second chance. We're all for that. This right here, giving people another chance, that's how we grow as a community. What we're about, right? Remember this moment. This is us as a community, as a city, turning a page while we're here. And that's it.
Vertex.
All right. These three conscious clowns are going to be running away, and this guy is asleep. Vertex is going to bend down and relieve the unconscious gentleman of the contents of his pockets.
Awesome. You start rummaging around the pockets, you will find that this individual has a Eddie card on him, okay, with a little bit of cash. He also has a little bit of paper currency on him as well. He also has an actual agent on him, but I'll get more in depth on the rest of this later. Okay. That's about as far as you get at the moment. Lucia.
Lucia sees Vertex like pickpocketing this guy in the background of her shot. I'm going to turn off the audio for a second to curse at him, or curse at them, being like, could you not commit crime in the campaign? What? Fine. And is going
it's
to
self-defense looting.
Is going to adjust the shot so that Vertex isn't in it anymore, and then is going to turn back on the audio.
You and I both know we'll just edit him out and post. Edit her out and post anyway. Them out and post.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is a capability. I have the radio communicator. Can I just utilize that to start playing just badass music that reverberates through this parking garage?
in case, like, depending on the kind of everything else, you might be able to. However, in the slight off chance now, you have a personal player device, you can really just be like beep and start playing music needed for the scene. Absolutely.
I think there's an amplifier that is kind of like already does its own piece of equipment, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think the radio comms are like in-ear devices.
Anyways, let's wrap this up real quick, guys, so I can get you guys to break.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
As a quick question, Jenkins, since you are the most, who are you going to try to actually stop and arrest of these people? Are you still going to try to get all of them?
I can move myself to here with my standard move. And I was basically going to use some form of persuasion or discussion, or basically tell these guys, do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way? Are you going to keep trying to run away, or are you going to talk to us a little bit here? And kind of give yourself up. So I'm basically blocking their exit, or I'm trying to block their exit. I could be further back. I can move quite a bit because of my skate feet, so they're not going to be able to run away from me.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of
okay. They give me the intimidation check real quick, because
you want interrogation?
Intimidation.
What do you want? Intimidation isn't a skill.
Yeah, that's right. No, I'm getting my systems mixed up again. Yeah, give me interrogation.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, I have a +2 on that because I have a piece of equipment too that also. What is it? I guess it's technically voice stress analyzer.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to count that +2. I don't know if it would matter that much.
I know they sure. Look, you know they throw down their money, they throw down their data cards, they throw down their agents. Two of these guys are actually wearing roller skates. The guy that took off, he's using his skate feet. The guy on the ground, you know, doesn't look like he has anything, but based on the type of shoes, and since you have skate feet, it's clear he has skate feet as well. They show you the agent, and it's just like, here, man, there's this group, the Jonesers, they're paying for your guys' heads. They're kind of cool people, you know, they're kind of like these hockey guys and everything else, right? Like, you know, 2,000 a head for each of you. Dead, just has to be identifiable. Might even make us actual members of the group. And they're so cool, man. We figured it would be an easy score, but like they show the picture of you, and the last picture they have of you, JJ, is before you went in for surgery. So you're much weaker and smaller than what you look like now.
Oh, and just to be clear for our audience, JJ's natural body is only 4, so he would be a very small man. He would be like a 5'5" or a 5'4", 140 pound, 150 pound man naturally, but he's been built up over time. So
they're like, you know, all the pictures they show you of each and every one of you are about 2 to 3 months old, and each one has a 2,000 Eddie price tag on your head. Like, here, man, like, you keep the phone, take our shit, just, you know, like it. Hey, you know, haha, April Fools, no harm, no foul. Like,
And this identifies us as a group as well, not just, they're not all separate. I mean, they sound like they're separate bounties, 2,000 a head, but it's a group.
Yes. There's even, you know, there's even information they have screenshotted off their agent, saved off this weird site off the data pool. Has your guys' address, has your place of business. This is all, you know, older information from 2-3 months ago. Favorite hangout place, favorite restaurant stuff. There's a lot of personal information here.
So have we encountered them? Where would they have gotten these images from? Can I use my deduction in order to try to figure out why they're after us?
By all means, please roll. All of you may roll, actually.
Are we still in initiative?
No.
And then
I'm going to soak one more point of luck into my deduction roll here.
Okay.
So I actually roll a 12. But...
It's not bad. I mean, you
I
know.
got a 21 on my
know where
deduction.
deduction is off the top of their head.
It is actually an education.
Education.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Great.
just above the education skill itself.
Vertec, Lucia, Non, because you have a little bit more information on this.
Yeah, I was gonna try and go up to them as well and like be involved in this conversation.
It's from everything presented to you guys, and I'm going to leave you on this real quick as the last bit of information before our much late break, which I apologize. These guys are poser Jonesers. They're wannabe Jonesers. The information presented that you're seeing, it's very easy to see that based off some of the verbiage they've used, getting our letters, getting our jacket. Coach said this. It's most likely, it's very easy to assume that whoever put this bounty on you is from the Jonesers, the Joneser booster game.
Yeah.
And on that, we're going to take, what do you guys want? 10 minutes real quick?
Yep, 10 minutes sounds good.
Okay. Let me throw a 10-minute timer here, and we will see everyone back here shortly.
Sounds
Thanks,
good to me.
Mike's will be hot, hopefully this time. I don't screw that up. And I will see you guys after the break.
Sounds good.
Nova.
Yes, any questions, real quick. But yeah, they're Joneser posers. That's what they were. The Jonesers have bounties on you guys. The information's old, but it's from the time of the Raven Court incident that happened to you guys.
Oops. Yeah. Can Lucia fight? Sure. But
Are
then
you
we
going
just-
to?
Just later. Nobody wants bullets coming from nowhere unless we're doing something that's like, what was that first-person action one that made everyone super motion sick? Hardcore Henry.
Ah, yes. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Like when she gets in battle or in combat, it tends to get a bit hardcore Henry. It's not everybody's cup of tea for news.
It's fair. I'm sorry it took us so long to get to this point. I really am more used to 8-hour sessions of DMing and having all day to just tell a story and let people do everything. But I hope you guys are having fun at least a little bit so far.
Yeah. Well, hi, dogs.
Okay, give you guys a chance to get your feet wet a little bit with combat. See the nature of people. You're gonna manhandle some people. It's gonna be great, JJ. Yeah. Please stop eating rocks, puppy. Thank you.
Alright. Bum. Ah.
Yes. I know. How much time do we have left on break? 5 minutes. Not time for a cup of coffee.
Hey, coffee.
Hi, Mr. Kitty. Yes, Phoenix. Always coffee.
So, there is one thing I wanted to do before we head out from this area.
What you got?
So the guy who took a few plugs from our family-friendly rocker boy there, I want to like sit him down and just patch him up, you know, give him some treatment, make sure he's not gonna like bleed out on the way out of here.
Okay. I'll need a stabilization roll with DV13 to actually patch him up due to the fact he is seriously wounded.
Will that be surgery? Will that be?
You can just use first aid if you want. You will still get your your medical roll bonus with it.
Can I
but
use paramedic instead?
Yes, you can.
Awesome. And then I add my my roll rank.
Should, yes.
You should be able to roll. You know what? I'm not going to talk because I've never played. You should be able to do it through your roll there, though. Usually.
Yeah, I have a surgery ability, but I also have much better paramedic.
Roll your paramedic. What's your roll rank? And it should be 5 at the moment, right?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, just roll paramedic.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you get him patched up easy.
Yeah. I go, I pulled bigger out of smaller.
It really was just a graze, but it's obvious these guys are been taking some drugs, not taking the best care of themselves.
Yeah.
And they're definitely not as built as you guys are, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's very true.
I had to go
Well,
waste the wings that I'm making.
ooh.
Have you sprayed them black?
Oh wow, those are nice.
That's beautiful. I will
So
say they're a little
Sides.
they're a little bit hard to see because they're popping in and out due to your background. But
Those are nice.
Yeah, those look really cool.
For everybody that can hear us via Twitch, they look great.
It's also for everyone who can, hear me. That's
wow,
Yeah.
this is a very nice job you've done.
Oh
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
What characters is it for?
This is legitimately just, you know, that like really thin kind of packing material that they'll wrap electronics in?
Yeah. Yeah.
This materials wise was $0.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So what character are you playing with that?
So first off, I play in a big D&D group that it's Evermore, so it's not a streamed game. But I play an Aarakocra Puffin rogue / sorcerer.
Ooh.
Her name
Hello.
A lot of that just went over my head, but that's okay. I can add.
a puffin, but with magic and a lot of chaos.
Ah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Super fun. But really what this is for is in July I'm going to my first ever LARP, and I'm gonna be like a bird fae.
I love it.
Awesome.
I have to ask,
That-
what LARP?
that's
What
so
LARP group?
cool.
Twin masks.
Nice. I did Dagger Here battle games for a decade, so
Oh, yeah.
So LARP
Yeah,
is live action roleplay. What is that?
okay.
What's
So
that Like, I mean, I know, I guess I can understand what the acronym means, but how do you play?
So how do you role play?
But I guess I
okay.
understand how. Right? I mean, I guess who is controlling? Is there a GM who's still kind of controlling things, or
So-
directing the story or plot forward, or what's going on with that? I guess.
We are actually out of time on break. I will happily answer this for you the second we get done.
We'll cover another time.
That's the question for the audience. If you want to give us a great, answer in the Twitch chat.
Okay, so the real quick, easy answer is it depends on the nature. Like Vampire the Masquerade has a very unique thing of like live action role playing. They'll go to like an area, and there will be an actual roaming ref, but everything in the designated area is your role play space. And something big, changing or anything else has to be done in a referee's presence. Now, in a LARP that actually has like medieval combat, there's the like herald or referee in charge of the game. And there's other referees in secondary positions to help, like, hey, take your shots or, call things as needed. But as long as you stay within the space and follow the rules, it's on your honor to resolve everything as it happens. So if I was like battling you and I hit you with like my medieval weapons and like the sword, the arm, it's on your honor to just take your arm. Or if I hit you in the leg, it'd be on, it's that agreement on you to play by the communal rules we're all agreeing by to play by.
So
yeah.
So if I get hit, I actually get hit. There's no roll. There's
Correct.
no roll to determine that. If I want to persuade somebody, I actually have to persuade them. My character is not a better persuader than I am.
Correct.
Mhm.
So
There are certain things that you can have as like abilities
Right.
that will help. So I'm going to be playing very much like a bard.
I'm so sorry. You know what? We have 50 minutes left. I'm very interested in this, but we really should.
This is
Yeah,
gonna
we should
take
get
it.
back.
Anyways,
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
is actually JJ calling in back up to haul these people away, or are you just gonna let them throw down their stuff and call it a day and let them walk?
Well, I'll do a little vibe check for the group. Since we're part of a new group, I think we almost have this a little bit more established. Would the group be okay with me having police show up and take these guys away, or would that not impress our rocker boy who
Literally
I would know this, I guess, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely rather just let him go.
Okay.
The second chance is what we're all about, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I will call off the people I came to come and collect these guys very publicly to try to gain favor with these guys and hope that they'll share more than they already have if possible, kind of thing,
They give up their agent that you can utilize. Okay, the guy even actually unlocks his bioprint lock on it and goes, "It's yours, man. Like I got some sites saved. Can I get my coke dealer's name off that real quick though?" Oh yeah, and Henry with 2 I's and 3 E's. I really love that piece of ass.
Of course, I'm not cruel.
Okay.
So I let him keep the contacts that he needs. I
Cool.
also.
Other than that, since you guys aren't taking any of their cyberware, you make a total of 600, just shy of 700 in eddies. It's 692 eddies total between the eddy, the chips, and the actual blink cash that you actually find.
Can
Okay.
I go up to one of them?
Yeah.
So Nan goes up to one of them, and in here, like, have you told us, JJ, that they had pictures of us?
Oh, it's clear. I mean, everything that we're talking about right here, and they're saying is communal knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I go up to them and they're up to one of them, and I grab the picture of me, and I say, and I kind of yell. I say, do you know me?
No,
Where'd you get this?
off
Who
the
gave
data
me
pool.
up?
Sites there, man. You guys, Jonesers want you guys' heads. They want you dead.
You said you're jonesing to be Joneses, but tell us who set me up?
Like he takes the thing and shows you, and it's a dirty part of the data pool. It's very much like going to the black web and then looking on Craigslist for intimate connection kind of thing. It's a shady, dirty part of the net. It's a place called Greg's List, because not even Craig wants anything to do with Greg. But there's actually a section in there about Jonesers, recruitment, parties, things like that, and VIP clients for the next game. Anyone who brings you guys in alive actually gets double the bounty, so the Jonesers can kill you themselves. But all the information's on that board. That's where they literally pulled it all from. Sorry, go ahead.
And I'm not like I hear what they're saying, but I'm not really paying attention because I'm mad and I'm in sort of like a blind rage at the moment, and I take my crossbow and I like smack this person over the face with it. I say, "You know more than you're letting on."
So I swear, man, that's it, man. The Jonesers have some place they operate on, like, you know, in the Watson area. That's all I know. Literally, man. Fuck my nose. I think you broke my nose.
Like more than that. Tell me.
Bert's gonna step in and put a hand on Non's shoulder and be like, "Hey.
These guys set
Breathe
me up. I
in.
know it.
Breathe out. Breathe in.
Like, Nan kind of
Breathe
sees
out.
what they've done and like takes a step back and gets like their more normal like reserved self again, and I'll just somebody set us up. Somebody set me up.
Hey. I know, and we're gonna fix this. We're gonna make it okay. But right now, it's over. It's all over. No need to pop a circ on this guy. You know, he's
You're right.
some nobody. He's some fucking mook.
It's over. You're
Like
right.
level 1 encounter. Just
No.
wash it off. Just wash it off.
Alright. And yeah, Vertex does a good job at calming her down.
You need a hug?
I'm alright. It's okay.
All right.
He's like, so, if you guys don't want anything else, we'll happily bounce and get out of your guys' hair. You obviously have shit to do.
Yeah, y'all fuck off.
Gladly.
You know, do we want to check them for bounties first?
Nah.
Let him go.
Second chances.
And they all fuck off.
Don't worry about that. We got better shit to be doing.
RG
Yeah, we have
calls
a
from my
50,000 bounty on the way.
RG calls back from the vehicle. Well, if you're done playing with yourselves, I would happily love to get you guys where you're going so I can go back to bed.
Well, I hope you would, OJ.
Thank you. You guys all head to far side, hop in the. It's not a very, very fancy vehicle, but it is a 4-door extended kind of SUV wagon style vehicle. Plenty of room for all you to get in, except maybe kind of like JJ kind of like looks you over and like, get in the back.
Like the trunk?
Okay, it's one of those extended cab trunks. Okay, because it's more of a.
An Escalade or something like that?
It's not a trunk in terms of what you think of. It's more of a back cargo
Like a
area.
box. Yeah.
Okay, it's easily something you could probably put 8 bodies in, so you will actually be able
One
to
JJ.
sit back there comfortably.
And since I'm sitting in the back, I'll watch for a tail. This has been a bit suspicious. Some of the stuff going on tonight, I think. I'm sorry, JJ's a little bit on edge, and he's gonna keep an eye open for a tail on this ride.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception
enough.
check on that, and I will let you guys know what you see. You all leave. RJ fires up the vehicle, pulls out, and heads out of the parking garage. Proceeds to head over to the roadway on the west-hand side and pull onto the Watson Bridge. Traffic on the Watson Bridge is dead because there is literally police barricade up preventing people from getting into Watson. Watson is currently closed. Pull up, and the officer immediately like, turn around and get the hell out of here. Watson's closed. Reaches this thing and hands him like paperwork for Petrochem security, and everything should be in accordance there. Kind of opens it up and takes something out of the thing and tucks it in real quick and looks it over. Let's open it up. He waves. Get that back so I can get back out. Hands it back over. Like, thank you, officer. You guys be safe. Like, shut up and get out of here. It's like, you got it, Choom. Barrier comes up. He kicks it back into drive and starts heading over the bridge. Here you can clearly see tons of ships out in the bay. in the ocean. Johnny, you'll recognize a couple of them actually, but because your friends are still in the area. The rest of that, no. Once you get over the bridge in the Watson, like, it's easy, JJ, as a police officer and a member of, special security. Oh yeah, there is something going on in Watson. It's almost effectively stay off the street, stay indoors, and don't go anywhere unless you're prepared to deal with the consequences. It's about this point in time that you all see 2 AVs go flying south to you, one carrying an ACPA, Armored Combat Personnel armor. Is what it is. It's basically a large power armor Max Tech actually sits in for heavy duty circumstances. Both AVs have Max Tech logos on them, and if you look back towards the large building of the Teutons, you can clearly see gunfire going on, and with a good enough perception check, you might even see people being thrown off the balcony.
Lucia's trying to film everything. She definitely sits in. She always will be in a window seat with it cracked, and is trying to, especially because people aren't being allowed in here. She's trying to get as much evidence as she can.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I know I keep saying, "Oh, Lucia's recording." It's just a state of being.
No,
We should come up with some sort of
It's actually a really good thing that you keep mentioning session 1 stuff, and it's at this point you're establishing that unless you say otherwise, I'm assuming you're just recording.
Cool, because that's basically if she's not recording, that's the action.
Yeah.
So, could JJ either, I guess, kind of search through the internal police information, or call somebody to try to figure out what's going on in Watson?
Library search.
Okay. $17.
Just make sure I'm correct about
Yeah,
that.
a +2 actually, because I'm using my agent, so that should actually be a 19.
Okay, that's over professional difficulty. Searching around there's the area has been respectively closed by the councilman on behalf of a corporation.
Okay, can I search further to find which councilman and which corporation?
The councilman, I can get you the councilman's name later. It's kind of hard to do a full depth info on it. There's a report and everything else, and a little bit of information. The little blip that you find, the complete document, is corporate operation reclamation of lost goods. Police all NCPD are advised to keep the peace and stay out of, and there's basically a 9-block radius close to the wharf and ocean that is basically off limits. If anyone is found over there currently, the corporation in question, A Corp, as it is listed, has complete jurisdiction on councilman. And we'll write this down real quick so we don't lose this, since councilmen are very important. Robert Hernandez.
Does that name ring any bells?
No, other than he is the head councilman of the Watson district. He sits on the council as the person in charge of Watson.
So do the councilmen still represent companies here, or they represent districts?
So due to districts, due to the fact that Night City is currently still in a state of martial law, there is no mayor. Council rules Night City. Each council position, it comes from the district it represents, which is voted on by the district citizens per martial law.
Okay, so okay.
The rest of the information on it is literally redacted to, people above your pay grade. Even as a special security person not involved as NCPD, it's literally barred from pretty much, the highest ranking people. Your boss would have access.
Right.
Yeah.
Could I continue this library search, or just have area knowledge to know the biggest corporation in that area, or the corporation that has the biggest facility in that area, be it Petrochem or whoever it might be.
Deduction. It's empty warehouse
14.
space. It hasn't been used for about 20 years, 22 years actually, since a lot of the corporations either got the fourth corporate war started and the heavy aspect started between Arasaka and Militech, and mainly this area has been abandoned since the fourth corporate war ended, and Militech was recaptured as a sovereign group by the U.S. government, what remained, and Arasaka became privatized by the Japanese government as well.
Yep. Okay. JJ is absorbing this information through his internal agent and dispersing the important parts to the group, so you're all up to date on that same information that JJ just got.
You will,
Thank you, big man.
by the time you get to that point and everything, you're actually close to the Petrochem facility. There's a large strike force outside, picketing, complaining, workers need rights, pay us more money, dead people, can't move gas.
Oh, that kind of strike force.
Yes, it is a clear
Sounds like-
they're having some kind of dispute with their worker force.
Oh.
The workforce are striking. It's not
Yes.
military strike force that
The
we have to
workforce is
fight.
striking. The strike force isn't working.
Yeah,
Okay. You go a
a little
couple
better.
blocks down, enter a side building, which takes you into a underground area more closer to the Petrochem facility, where RJ will basically stop, and there's a very clear no union workers striking, no problems. There's a clear 20 meter between you and the Petrochem gate. And he stops, puts it in park, and go. I believe that concludes what you need from me today.
Get out of here.
I'll tip him 20 eddies for the drive.
He genuinely looks at you and goes, "Thank you." Really?
I mean, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. It's not a big deal. It's just 20 eddies, but
Between that and the
if
synth
we're
coke,
gonna
man,
be
you're
part of this- if we're gonna be part of this criminal organization. I know that keeping palms greased is important. I'm not necessarily saying that, but I'm giving that impression. Hopefully,
Oh, and you definitely have with this person, genuinely.
Yeah.
So, you all depart the vehicle. He turns around,
Well,
goes
Yep.
back the way he came. Security's kind of eyeing you, because I mean, look at yourselves and where you're at, but they're not doing anything. They're just watching.
so JJ might ask Johnny here how he feels about scabbing.
Look, I mean, we got a job to do, right? I know we're not doing anything too underhanded.
Just a rise of the eyebrows as we approach the gates, I guess.
Okay. They look at you and go, IDs. Couple of them, like, they have weapons at the ready, but they are very much tentatively watching you.
Mhm.
Okay. Motions over to a card grader and go, scan it.
Vertex will scan first.
Okay.
Be like, boop.
Okay. Yeah. Random name not associated with you comes up, but your picture, your information's all there. Like, you're cleared. Keep it moving.
Lucia's going to be more towards the back because seeing the protests and everything, that is something that she specifically wants to get good footage of.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang back with Lucia, just make sure she's covered. So I'll
Okay.
be sort of second to last, probably.
Each you
I
know,
think that,
go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, I think that I'll be right behind Vertex.
Okay.
I think Vertex just like is clear because they're a med tech, right? And I'm a tech. Like our fields and our areas of expertise are like similar. We're both nerds, but Vertex is like very cool, and I'm impressed. And I I'm like impressed. I'm trying to like learn how to be like that, And so I just like want to stick with Vertex.
Okay. Each you scans
I'll
up.
show mine next.
Okay. Another random name, but it is your picture, your information. All these pictures look like they were taken from you in the last 2 days, off of probably surveillance footage that they got from you in the restaurant. Clothing and
I'm
stuff
kinda
was
like-
changed, but
Yeah, I'm like diverting my eyes, like trying not to like, make eye contact.
It beeps. It shows a green light. They literally like keep it moving.
Yeah, I move.
As we're walking in, I'm gonna pull Nan over to the side and be like, "You gotta own it. You know, you're supposed to be here. As long as you act like you're supposed to be here, nobody's gonna question it.
Alright,
Just follow my lead."
Not used to the front door, if you know what I mean.
JJ next, or is it Lucia and Johnny going through?
I think JJ would be in the middle there based on how everyone was kind of planning. So JJ with his bull-legged walk walks over, towering over the scanner and submits his ID to the infrared scanner.
Yeah. Beeps, goes through. Like, keep it moving.
And he keeps walking like he does belong there.
Okay. Noted.
Because he's confident walking into pretty much everywhere in Night City at this point. So.
Johnny, that makes you up next. Your badge works and everything just fine as well.
Mhm.
Same thing with yours, Lucia.
Yeah, Lucille recognize that she's next. Turn her attention.
As you get past this entryway, through kind of a pathway, you actually get into the main courtyard of the Petrochem compound. There are several vehicles that are actually either being worked on one stage or another, but there is one large tanker that's clearly being prepped to go. And some of the people, one of the guys come up and like, "Are you?" And they rattle off all the, the fake names that you guys just saw come up. Like, security detail for truck 475.
Fucking betcha.
Awesome.
Bingo, bingo.
Let's give it the walk around. Hey,
That's us.
okay, get it fueled up. He waves and anything, and obviously they start working on a couple things.
Nan's trying to act like they belong now, based on the advice from Vertex.
Okay. Nan, you're actually more comfortable here in this large refinery courtyard than anywhere else. The couple people working on the vehicle immediately grab your attention, and I'll give you more detail of what they're doing.
Okay.
The guy that waved you over, Johnny, is like, "Come on, let me give you guys the walk around." And he starts walking you all around it. From here, though, Lucia, you have a much clearer view of the protests going on out the main gate, and you can get a lot more candid shots from here. However, the guy starts walking around. It's like, we've got the 4 additional mounting points on top of the actual tanker on the back. Whole thing's been refortified with 3 yards of actual armament, so you shouldn't have to worry about explosions or anything there. Your driver's already in there, as you got Sarah for your driver. There's a mounted heavy weapon auto-fire Gatling gun on the top. It can be accessed from a shooter position inside the cab. Firing arc's a little tweaking on it, but if anything comes up on sides or in front of you guys, it will make short work of it.
You guys have thought of everything.
Yep. He opens up the door. You see a driver's seat with no back. Okay. A back bench area that could probably sit 2 normal-sized people. I say that because JJ, you take up the whole back. And then there's a front driver's seat as well that has all front passenger seat that has access to all the command console display stuff and everything else. And upon hearing the door, the command console goes, "Oh my! You should have warned me. I could have been indecent in here." Guy rolls your eyes and goes, "And that's Sarah. Hi guys. I'll be happy to take you all the way." Chuckles a little bit. Things
My
like,
kind of gal.
"She's your smart, automated, reliable, artificial helper. She'll be taking care of the driving and stuff, as too many drivers have been running off of the vehicles lately." Sarah chimes back with that, "Oh, hush. They're just afraid of your personality." Looks at you and very, pertinently, "Please get this psycho AI the fuck off my lot."
Happily.
There's so much of this that reminds me of like
Hi, Sarah.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxies, like
Yeah.
the shit AI.
Okay, bonus point for you. Sarah is quirky and everything else, and the AI voices tell you, "Which one of you am I designating as Admin 0101?
I will point to Nan.
That will be me.
Okay, awesome. You can sit on my lap. And there's a little winky face in the console.
Yeah, Nan like blushes. Okay then.
At this point in time, from a side room, okay, one of the side buildings, comes a Perception check. Just describe this as it comes for all you guys real quick.
All of us.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Perception.
great. Not
Oh,
horrible.
Is it human perception?
Just normal perception.
yeah.
And it's not human.
Yeah.
Perception is not needed yet.
Cool. Subtract 2 from mine because the hearing thing is only for hearing. Things.
Awesome.
Same.
Dago, pretty much, obviously dressed like similar mobster people, and very much immediately gives off the same presence. Okay, he's a slight armor track suit. He comes walking out with more of a smaller person carrying a case, kind of like looking just absolutely scared and like he's going to get in trouble. Comes walking over you and goes, "Hey."
Oh my god, he brought a chihuahua.
Okay, practically this nervous shit, it's wasted of time. But the boss just wants someone to keep an eye on you, so this is the person that got the short list. He's your problem, enjoy. And turns and walks away.
What'd they say his name was?
Okay, kind of looks at you, goes, hi. We're not going to get shot at, are we?
Oh, almost.
Not if we do our jobs right, dear.
Okay, oh, cool. Can I go sit in shotgun? Jeffrey.
I mean,
Thomas
I
Jeffrey.
wouldn't say shotgun if you're worried about getting shot at.
Passenger position.
Well,
So-
no,
Always shoot at the cab first.
yeah, if someone were to shoot into a car, they'd shoot towards the driver, and the passenger sometimes, is collateral damage. So you might want to sit more towards the back.
He
can
just
sit
wants it to be quick.
He's like, on top of that thing, looking at like the 4 gunner positions on top. He's like, no, thank you. I'll sit in the cab. Thomas Jeffrey. Call me Tom
Sorry,
Tom
I
if you want.
don't understand the shape of this. We're
Okay,
looking
so
like
hold on. I have a picture for you guys. One moment, please.
excellent, because now I'm picturing like Borderlands. You've got like the gunner and the 2
Okay.
positions up front, and then you've got
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
This-
That's a freaking
this
War-
is your
war truck.
asset. Okay.
war machine.
Oh, it very much is because running chew.
Full blown war rig.
Yep, running chew between
Uh.
areas is a problem, and raiders are known to take advantage of the situation.
This is some Mad Max shit.
I'm happy you got that vibe. So in the front area, okay, and you can zoom in on this a little bit for you guys, okay. On top of the front cab is actually a hatch with an actual, as I said, heavy mounted auto fire weapon. It's either a heavy weapon skill or auto fire skill to use it, but Sarah can actually use it herself as well. You can sit in the passenger seat, the driver's seat, and then there's like 2 spots in the back. However, on top of it, basically the cardinal corners of the top of the rig are pretty much slightly armored hiding positions that you can actually sit from and fire at. It's designed for 4 people to be up here. Getting on top of the rig, the bars that run up and down actually are designed to have a hook harness. So just in case something happens and you fall, it has a limited tether on it so you don't get dragged underneath the vehicle or any of the rest of that jazz. It will actually save you from falling.
And are the safety standards at this petrochemical facility up to par?
Okay.
Do they
Well,
have...
yes, there's actually looking it over and being a more tech-based individual. Yes, it is very much designed for user safety. It has a strong enough actually tension strength and pull capacity to even support somebody like JJ who's in a linear frame.
Because they want their chew to get to where it's going.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask if there's any other vehicles we can take.
Okay. Right.
Not to transport, but if we wanted another vehicle like a separate vehicle.
Like a fly car, or like trailing car.
I don't know what they have on hand. Much smaller vehicle that we
Okay.
could kind of chase people off, where we don't have to risk the asset to run somebody down or to help defend. They got nothing.
He looks at you guys. Come on, man. You know company's policy due to cutbacks. They stopped doing shit like that fucking 4 years ago. You want
All
something
right.
like that? You better call a friend or own the vehicle. They got tired of paying repairs and things get stolen and accidents for insurance reasons. Like Petrochem don't cover shit. Just be happy we still get pension after 80 years.
So this guy we have joining us, is he a stooge from the mob or from Petrochem?
Okay. the guy gave off the impression of the mob, and since he he actually said the term, the council, the council of bosses want some security to keep an eye on you.
Yeah. Okay.
He brought this guy
Mob.
forward. Okay, this person he looks weaker than you did 3 months ago. He's basically on that range. He is fucking useless to you guys. Of all the people they could have sent, why him?
So this is like, yeah. So he is he basically like an accounting stooge almost? Is that?
He very much gives that, like, with his bag and everything else. Like, you would believe he works in the accounting department at your work.
Okay. Can we do an assessment of him to see if he's maybe hiding some cyberware or extra weaponry, or maybe he's not all that he appears to be?
Human perception?
Yeah. Okay. I think that makes
Let's
a lot.
see if this little man's packing.
One more point of luck into this roll. So that's an 18.
Okay. He just has a chipware socket, eye, no pop-up weapons. Okay, he does have light. Well, you can't really tell from that. So, but no, you don't see anything of any particular note. He has a gun, a knife you see on him, but in his bag. As he's heading to the vehicle in which you guys are watching him kind of thing, I mean, he reaches into a pocket and pulls out some kind of medical inhaler and hits it and kind of, breathes and wheezes and kind of goes over next to the vehicle and throws up and then proceeds to start climbing into the vehicle.
I would just like to diagnose this sad little man.
He's a nervous fucking wreck as your medical profession.
This mountain
Oh,
is just
Lord.
gonna weigh us down.
Okay.
Okay, if we blow a tire and we need to start throwing cargo, he goes first.
Nan, you watch the tech people actually pull out, they empty the gas tank and then fill it with Chew 2. That gets prepped and ready. They double, brakes are good, armament's good, there's nothing hanging underneath. They start doing security checks and everything else, and within 15 minutes, they gave you the green light for you guys to go.
Gang, we're good to go.
Now, as we are 20 minutes to the end of our session, if there's anything you guys want to figure out with your plan or last minute things you want to do, I will give you this chance to figure that out. But if not, assuming you guys all hop in and leave, we're going to end the session here with you guys leaving the refinery and heading out to basically the first rest stop with Sarah, your automated driver. And she's so happy to have you all inside of her.
Everybody, welcome to the car.
Very nice.
That sort of just obnoxious AI.
Deduction, I'll give this one to you guys free. It is clear that some of you were supposed to ride the 6 hours outside on top of the vehicle, is what apparently is Petrochem's plan.
It's funny because I did mean to buy sunscreen at the night market earlier this evening, and I totally forgot to do so because I was like, if I'm gonna be out in Northern California for like fucking 6 hours in the sun, I'm gonna want some sunscreen. But
it's still the spring, and you guys aren't really getting onto the road until like 3-4 o'clock. So you'll pretty much, and the rest stop is for an hour due to the nature of the drive. So you guys aren't really leaving Night City until it's not sundown yet, but it's getting closer to the evening of the night.
We're past the hot part of the day too. Okay.
Yes. That's the name, Running the Night.
Right.
Yeah, awesome.
Roll credits.
Okay.
All right. What are we, as a group, before we pile into this AI where we're going to be monitored constantly and things like that, is there anything we want to discuss or talk about how we might have to deal with this AI truck and how we might go about that?
I think that the chip that our friend has installed is going to make our job a lot easier, because now Sarah's just going to think that she's driving to where she's supposed to be.
Yeah,
You know,
I figured that
override the
like
GPS.
I figured that like maybe like 15 minutes down the road in the direction we're supposed to be going, I'll install that chip, and we'll get diverted, and no one will be the wiser because the chip is like, I'm assuming the chip like masks our location or something, or overrides the GPS such that It
Well,
takes us where we want to go and still looks like we're going to the original location or something. Or
I
at
think
least
we
I'll
want
try to
to
make
do
it
that.
look like that.
I think we want to make sure that she doesn't see us physically installing the chip. I don't know if it's something that we can do, maybe the tech can do to alter the chip in order to prepare it for an AI so that I think most AIs are going to realize when something's changed or the rate's changed on them or something like that.
I have a potential idea. So as we're getting everyone situated, Lucia's going to make a show of helping our new friend get comfortable, and is going to tell Nan to go and sit in the driver's seat, and is going to just take some time and without any audio, take some like looping video that she's going to store on a separate data chip that could be that she's then going to hand to the tech. So essentially we have a security cam loop to feed into the AI while you're doing the like more sketchy shit.
Yeah, and I could be wrong, and so correct me if I am, Raven, but like in my mind, I was planning on like sort of reprogramming the AI such that she's still her nice bubbly self, but she's not like going to be sensing anything is amiss with us, you know? I mean, like in my mind that's like what the chip can do as well. Like she's not fully autonomous, she's still programmed. At least that's how I think about it.
It's, you know, if you actually take that chip and plug it into like personal device or something and try to get an idea on it, yeah, it's an override program that's going to basically completely modify and change the GPS mapping and locations, so that way Sarah goes exactly where you guys need her to go.
Right.
You have
none the wiser.
Correct. You have automated input one way or the other. Now, as you are not a net runner, you do not have the best knowledge when it comes to AI, and everything you're doing is pretty much on the fly without a workstation, large stationary computer, and things like that. If you want to try to get into her settings to try to do something to help with that, you totally can. You're the designated admin. At this point, because you're a techie in the situation, you doing anything is because you're the approved person. If Johnny or JJ or Vertex were to try to start doing something, that would throw a red flag. You're the person. You are the designated admin. It obeys your word.
Cool.
Now, what that also means, if you guys get into a situation and you don't tell, Sarah to stop because we're going to drive off a cliff, she will drive off the cliff because that's what the route tells her to go.
So Non is in charge of making sure she
doesn't drive us off a cliff.
Correct.
Heard.
Okay.
Understood.
Now, if you guys are only going to take this one vehicle, I need to know not everyone can fit in the cab, so I need to know who's hooking up and riding outside.
I think self-drive probably makes the most sense, just so I can make sure that Sarah is continuing to act on our behalf.
Yeah, if one person stays in the cab with you.
Yeah, I also have like solid drive, like not amazing, but solid. And I was thinking about distributing some of my points in between sessions.
That's fine. That's all we have for after the fact. As soon as we get past the credits, I will answer the rest of your guys' questions and get you guys squared away for our quick little powwow after the session. Okay?
Yeah, maybe
All right.
Vertex stays with our tech, just in case something goes wrong. The other brainy person is there.
Okay.
Yeah, or at the very least, if the tech gets injured, I can, be there to fix her up.
Okay.
And
So
then we've got Big Boy, obviously, is going to be outside.
Yeah.
Our rocker boy pretending to be a badass on the
pretending.
outside, and someone has to be there.
Pretend to do shit.
And you will have to be outside as well. So I'm going to assume, based off this information, Johnny and JJ are going to be at the back of the trailer at those two gun points. You're going to be at one of the more front points at the front end of the trailer. Okay?
Because I need to get both of them in shot.
Yeah.
Correct. Awesome. And that's where we're going to pause you guys here, is leaving, and that's where we'll pick up in 1 month. Everyone, I want to thank you guys for
Awesome.
being here today. I want to thank everyone in chat for actually taking an opportunity to come join us here. My name is OckRaven. You can always find me on Instagram at OckRaven Gaming. I want to give a special thank you to the many, many sponsors of Artel Saurian. Sorry, not Artel Saurian, Cybernation Uncensored. We have many sponsors, and I don't have a great list of all of them, and I'm going to try to get something written up, but I know Sirenscape is one of our big ones. Studio Agate, I believe, and Lion Battle Maps. These are all great things you should actually check out, and they're excellent tabletop resources. A big thank you to my spouse for being very supportive and helping with all of this. Let's start the outro off again. Nick, go ahead and take it around the room.
I'm Nick Lipsandrowski. I'm playing JJ, and I also play on Thursdays with Cybernation Uncensored and our Eddies and Elflines campaign. So I hope to see you all checking that out at 11 p.m. Eastern. I guess that makes it 8 a.m. PST. Thanks.
Ashlyn, dollar store DM, please.
That's. Oh, you meant 11 a.m., not 11 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so sorry. 11 a.m. Eastern. Most of my other games are actually overnight, like at 11 p.m. But no, that's 11 a.m. streaming on Cybernation Uncensored, Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. I'm misspeaking. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm Ashlyn. I am the Dollar Store DM, mostly on Instagram. I do a lot of budget crafting. I make dice. I have an inability to pick singular hobbies. I'm also a cast member on Blue Box RPG. I play Nida. She is a water cleric, as we're going through a Dark Sun version of Greyhawk, which is super cool. I'm learning how to play. I'm learning a lot of systems all at once because I'm learning Pathfinder for that one. I also DM for Roleplay Inc., a new pirate-themed D&D actual play podcast. We're on episode 4, I think, is releasing this week, and if it's not, it's releasing the week after. I don't know which on or off we're at the point because time doesn't exist anymore.
Y'all should listen to that. It's good.
It's super fun. We really hit our stride in episode 3. I have an amazing group of players. They're super chaotic and funny, but they also will like really dig into any sort of serious thing that I throw at them.
Okay, Jalen.
I'm Jalen. I'm playing Nan. Having a great time with her already. Having a great time with all you guys. This is kind of my first foray into streaming, so I don't have a whole lot of things to plug, but just look forward to keep playing with you guys and enjoying this game. It's super fun so far.
Awesome. Ty, if you would, please.
All right. Well, I mean, thank you, OckRaven. It's been a pleasure. I'm Ty. You can check me out anytime at Stormbreaker Games, and I run professional games, D&D, Cyberpunk, some Walking Dead coming soon, which I'm pretty excited about. Yeah, some really good games. But yeah, check me out, Stormbreaker Games, and thank you all. It's been great fun. Loved it.
Wonderful. And Yardman, Dueling Maniacs, if you would, please.
Thank you very much, OckRaven. I have been the humble medtech of the group today, your one and only Vertex. You can find me on Twitch, once again, at Catapult Crash Tester. And on YouTube, I will get better at this, I swear. On YouTube at the Dual Maniacs or at the Almost Everyday Show. So yeah, feel free to give my channels a look. Thank you all for playing with me today, and thank you, OckRaven, for running the night.
Thank you. I am OckRaven at OckRaven Gaming. I am the DM of Running the Night. I want to thank you all for being here, and for those of you who listen to this into the future, thank you very much for your participation and support. It really means a lot. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again in 3 weeks for the next episode of Running the Night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see you guys.
So long.
17, 18, 7. The last bit of this. Yes, we are. And goodbye, everyone. Thanks again.